We are back and we are live. What up, everybody? It is Rumble on Rumble number 32. Joe is out. JD is in. And it's a recap of the RNC. Ladies and gentlemen, got to bring him to the stage. My partner, come on in, brother. It is the man, the myth, the legend, the man to my right-hand side, DJ Protocol. Pew, 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 pew.
What's going on?
Is your camera all right? Is it working?
Yes, my camera's working, but I'm coming live from the bunker, from the basement, because
why are you leaving me out to dry, man? You just hanging your partner out to dry. You know what I'm saying? I do all this work for this show, and you're like, screw what you need. I want to do it my way. All right, man.
I'm just a regular Joe Biden guy. I'm here, and I know you guys want to see proof of life. Whether or not I'm really here or not. But I do know that I endorse my partner, Vice President Trump, for President of the United States. Because if it wasn't for me choosing my partner, I wouldn't have believed that they were able to do the job. Everyone wants to know where I'm at. I'm in the bunker. They're asking for proof of life. I'll give you proof of life. Here I am.
Boom, and we're live. Dude, I wanted to get mad, but it was so funny. I hate that because funny comes first for me. I don't care. You be talking about my mama, and if it's funny, I have to let you do it. So, damn. I was like, and then I was like, oh, this is hilarious.
They want proof of life, but I'm here.
Oh, man.
I'm not like Biden. We really do need proof of life for Biden, though.
Oh, man, I hate to lead the show with the hot topic, but, man, we got to lead the show with the hot topic. Oh, my gosh. I mean, hot breaking news. This is why you listen to us. Thank you, Fuego. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, everybody else that's listening. This is why you listen to us, right?
Can I give it? Can I give them their just do right quick? Can I give it to them?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
By the way, I got one on order. I got a pew pew machine on order.
You got a pew pew machine on order?
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
Oh, shucky ducky now.
So we got to have it. Your mom is so awesome. It cooks wonderful food. Fair enough. Jack in the building.
That's the homie Jack Gordy.
Yeah.
Amy.
Probably scaring me, man. I'll tell y'all so not everybody may, be on Twitter a lot or follow my man on Twitter a lot, which is fine and fair. But I will say this, my man, he crushed it on a Twitter Spaces today. Absolutely destroyed it. That are absolutely, and it was amazing. It was shocking. It was crazy. It was epic. Here's how it worked, right? So, we're doing pre-show and stuff like that. And, I'm doing a little promo on Twitter and I see he's in a Spaces and I got to drop in and my man is yelling. My man. And if you're a pro fan, he doesn't yell a whole lot, right? He usually keeps his stuff really tight and he's very he's way calmer than I am as a human being just on a reg, right? So he's usually pretty calm. And when he does get upset, there's still this measured kind of I'm fire. But no, he was ready to punch somebody. I'm not kidding, man. He had it going. It was and another thing, y'all bitches. And I was like, what? I was like, my first thought, this is how out of character it was my first thought was, man, that guy sounds like Pro, but Pro don't get like that. It's so, and then it was Pro because he was staying intelligent, and most people can't get that angry and stay intelligent, I being included in most people. So with that in mind, man, what got you in your juice, man? What got you lathered up? What got you on fire? You were throwing smoke. What happened?
Man. So the first thing is, it started last night, like 1 something in the morning my time, right? And I'm seeing all these people, oh, we're going to sit out from voting and we're looking for tangibles. We need tangibles, and the Black community, we need tangibles. And I'm like, bitch, do you know what tangible is? Or is it one of those words that you just heard recently and you're throwing around like narcissist? And just, it's so many words that they just, oh, I've never heard this word before. I'm just going to overuse it. And yeah, man, it just bothered me. So I'm in the space. It's like, let's talk politics. And I'm hearing all these people talking, and they're going to sit out and they're going to do this, or we need to do this. Like, okay, I guess that's what day today is. And I just went in, and I just had to go in. Like, I'm hearing all this shit, but y'all motherfuckers just want to talk. You ain't about nothing but talk. Who out here really doing something? Like, you ain't got no plan, Otis. You ain't got no real plan. You cry about your schools, and then when the opportunity come in for you to actually do something about your schools, you run away from it. And you cry about your business. When it come down to handle business, you ain't handling no business. You want Trump to give you what tangibles does Trump offer for just Black people? Well, bitch, can you read? That's the first thing. Because if you read, there were quite a few things that he did, like prioritizing the HBCUs and putting the HBCU office in the White House and opening up all the executive offices to the HBCUs. The Prosper Africa with the trade deals. Everybody was talking about, oh, I want to go back to Africa. I want to take trips to Africa. I want to go to Ghana. I want to start doing business, blah, blah, blah. And then the man opens up a trade lane, particularly for Black people to take advantage of. And you don't take advantage of it. The man's talking about dismantling the FBI and other crooked agencies, and you're mad talking about he wants to get rid of bureaucracy and agencies. Well, wait a minute, you dumb motherfucker! Ain't you just crying about the FBI taking out every last one of your leaders? Yeah, man, I'm sitting here. I was wooled, boy. My feathers was ruffled. I had to go in and just. And I've been playing Dragon Balls. Like, I haven't even been playing GTA. I've been playing Dragon Ball Z lately. So I'm on my Saiyan shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here throwing haymakers, yo.
I see that. Absolutely. And rightfully so. I've been blocked twice today, I think. Maybe
I think I'm about to get blocked.
I've been blocked a dozen times this week. Here's the thing. You at least deal with real ones. Even if they're wrong, they'll hold it down. Oh, snap. Let's take a quick pause.
Haram life.
In the building. Let's go. Hell yeah, bro. There's so much going on. We're just kind of trying to catch up and talk about it. Right now, we're talking about the block party that we've been on, man, because motherfuckers been blocking us. I've been blocked twice today. I've melted a dude down. Like, I think I've melted him down emotionally to the point that I've melted him down. We'll get into it. Let's just say he's a tiny hat, a proud tiny hat. But then when challenged, he literally put F Israel and that, he's actually Muslim. And then, I was able to ask him. And then, I'm a white trash pedophile. Literally calls me a white trash pedophile because I support Trump, and said that my entire page was racist. Yes, my page was racist. And he would tell Black people how to feel, and he knew Black people better than me somehow. Yet we scroll through each other's pages, and yet there's a picture of Tupac, and then there's he was at a meet and greet with a rapper dude, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of tiny hat looking, wealthy, gonna take 90% of that money for every record you sell, kind of action going on. Then he says F the Jays, and he wears a cross and a Star of David, right? Wears both of those, but no Muslim representation, oddly enough. I asked him about it, and he screamed, more that I was a pedo and all of that. So we good, baby. We dealing with that. I just made a man melt down. I had another dude, literally, this is what he said. I don't know if I screenshotted it, but he was all upset over Biden today, right? And he literally posted, "I'm sorry, I'm just tired. I can't deal with this. Imagine if Trump had just stepped down." I'm like, wait, imagine if, what? Imagine if they just tried to kill your guy.
Right.
Imagine if they had just tried to kill your guy, and then you go online and see a bunch of, oh, sorry, they missed. He was a scumbag. They should have taken him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you fucking serious? But I need to be compassionate to you after you wishing death on my guy. I need to be more considerate of your sadness because a man who's had dementia, been shitting his pants for at least the past 2 years, is finally doing the right thing. And I'm the one lacking fucking compassion. Get out of here. Sorry. Anyway, I'm on my pro shit. Sorry. I'm getting mine out early because pro needs to get, riled up. So, you know what I mean?
I already then, got loosened up thanks to that their Twitter space we was on earlier, man.
Kelsey, who lives in Hawaii still, I believe, says that she saw her very first MAGA hat in the wild yesterday. Hell yeah, you did.
Oh, we're gonna come. we're gonna come. We're gonna come everywhere. You're gonna everywhere you turn around, you're gonna see a MAGA hat.
I gotta shout out. I gotta say this about Kelsey just real fast. There's this chick, I forgot her name, and she's on Fox News, right? And she's been on Fox News for stop appropriating his sadness, Mike. That's fair. I'm going to show you I'm going to share a screen in a second. But shout out to Kelsey because there's this one liberal holding down Democrat on Fox News. She's the one, she talks like this and she's kind of squirrely and she's everything, very NPR. Let's just leave it at that because I don't want to go in. However, she holds it down. You know what I mean? She goes in a very conservative space and makes her case for her party and holds it down and gets her ass kicked a lot. You know what I mean? Because, a lot of what they say is conjecture, as we know. However, she holds it down. And that's Kelsey for us. We need a Kelsey. We need somebody to hold it down. You know what I mean? So we have so we're not straw manning. We're not going, well, they say. We have a they say. We have somebody directly to talk to who stands in direct opposition with us for now. And we appreciate what she brings to the party. You just woke up. You just woke up to MAGA hats and beauty and winning, and we love it. So I'm appropriating his sadness. So,
amen.
What's your opinion on that?
All I got to say is I slay.
Yes.
And I ain't even talking about in the words of Beyonce, I slay. I'm on some Stark Targaryen slay. You feel me?
Yes.
That's where I'm at with it. Show me my opponent. Done with my opponent.
Okay. Yes. However, not everyone is an opponent, and you know that.
No.
Just like Devontae.
I'm not saying in that manner. I'm that my brother. That is my brother. But he also in true got to call a spade what is spade what it is, and spade be a spade. He was definitely an opponent on ideologies, or at least on certain situations. And then I had to, here you go. Here's this fact, and here's this fact, and here's this fact. Right? I just want you as a brother, as someone who I love, right? Like I'm riding with you, but I also need you to understand, right, what this is. You're coming at me and saying, well, your guy is a pedo. Really? Because I don't have that. I don't have that information. But what I do have is your guy sniffing kids, snuggling people's wives, all kinds of, we can have innuendos of what we think may have happened or what someone would want to claim, but they could never come with hard facts. And here we go with hard facts of this is your guy, and it's in video. It's not even, you know, someone saying it or someone writing a letter and accusing it. No, we're talking about you get to witness it all play out from before it happened, during it happened, and the reactions of people when it happened. Can we say like, hey, this is what happened? Okay, cool. Thank you for addressing that. Let's retire what you thought you knew, because it's okay. You knew that because that was the information which you provided. Now we're updating your system and you're seeing more, right? You've gone from algebra 1 or not even algebra. What's the precursor math class in college? What's the
Pre-algebra.
pre-algebra, college math, like the you can't get into college algebra yet, but we need to make sure we do this remedial on you. Like, here you go. Let's refresh you, let's update your system, and let's get you in algebra 1 so we can get you to algebra 2 and so forth and so on. And that's where we at. So I don't mean opponent like, you know what I'm saying, oh, I want to leave you in the dust, like I just step over your body. Well, if I have to, yeah, but you know, let's sharpen up this here information you have. Let's if we're sparring, you're my opponent in the moment of being, just to sum it all up, and something that you would say as far as being a fighter, you know what I'm saying, having your time in the ring. If we're sparring and we're in the ring, like at the moment between, like as long as the first bell, between the first bell and the final bell, you're my opponent in this ring. You know what I'm saying? And I have to do what I have to do in this ring. Outside of this ring, it's all love. But right now, this is what that is. So to sum it all up, that's where it is. I'm done. Let me get my.
No, I'm with it. I'm with all of that. By the way, I see that I'm dropping some packets. I don't know what's going on with my internet, guys. I am, if it remains, I will drop out and fix that. But let's just go ahead and make this. By the way, you know, we headhunt. Can you hear me okay? Is my
you good,
at
bro.
least
You're
audio
fine.
coming
You're
through okay?
Yep,
because
I got
it
you.
looked like my internet is tripping. So basically, long story short on this guy, this is Dustin Lee Abraham I'm dealing with here. Let me just pull up this right here. Boom, this is Dustin Lee Abraham, an American television producer. Dustin Lee Abraham is an American actor, producer, and screenwriter. He wrote the 2001 cult film How High for Method Man and Redman. True story. This is the guy I'm going out that called me a pedophile for supporting Trump. Abraham was born to a Jewish family and attended Chaparral High School in Las Vegas, where he was friends with Anthony Zuiker, who encouraged him to enroll in speech and forensics, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, a friend introduced him to Russell Simmons and Stan Latham. As we know, those are the guys that you know, produced all that stuff. So, yeah, he was with the William Morris Agency, wrote the first script. Let's see here. He works on CSI crime scene investigation. And that's about the last thing he's done. Like, nobody's really working with him right now. So, let's see here. But that's who I've been going in with right here, is a guy who has a legit IMDb page, who is a legit actor. Here's that was his Wikipedia. Let's hit his IMDb up real fast, and you'll see that, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the runner. He doesn't have a lot of credits, but he's done some work. He's produced or written
CSI crime scene investigators.
You know what I mean? So
How high? Hey, man. Well, you know, since his movie is How High, here's something that he may be familiar with that I'm going to say to you. Get him.
Yeah. Okay. So started going in on him a little bit, and I started damaging his psyche. We'll start here. So I said there is far more evidence that Clinton and Epstein hung out, right? And he put, ha ha ha, no one has more pics with Epstein than Trump, you clown. Oh, and you know what they say about people who defend pedophiles. You are one sicko. Then he put, see how comedy, I'm talking to black people right now about you pedo, right? Because I was like, I don't see any black people on your page, but pictures of Obama. Because here's his page, but we'll get into that in a second, right? And they removed a couple of my contents. And then I posted to him, why don't you talk to a black person tonight about it, you, on this show? Or you a scared little privileged white boy is going to tell black people what to think and who likes them, but not actually talk to a black person who may disagree with you. And then a couple of more things. Basically, he put, I'm an Arab Syrian Jew, you clown, a non-Zionist Jew. Fuck Israel. You don't know me, you white trash piece of Donald Trump's pedophile shit. Which is funny because I posted, "Are you a bitch?" and it got removed immediately. He calls me a pedophile piece of shit and mentions Donald Trump, and his stuff gets to stay. So then he mentioned, "You're so fucking stupid, you don't realize that my last name is Arab Syrian, the opposite of Jew, you fucking clown." Right? So this is what he posted, right? Let's see here. And of course, he's literally crying and talking about the racist pedophile will end. And then I posted, "Someone that claims to be Jewish supporting the regime that is creating genocide against a poor, weaker country and lying about the man who did the Abraham Accords and has promised a ceasefire immediately. It's like he wants power, genocide, and to be able to lie about whomever he would like to tell the truth." And that's when he lost that a little bit. And I went in and I've put, "Oh, I've got the screenshots. We all see what you post." He hasn't blocked me. "We'll talk about it tonight, Mr. Abraham. You wear a Star of David and a cross, but no Muslim representation? Just a weak name calling at me like I'm the one doing it. You got. I know you want to keep stealing 90% of black men's work. I'm a hotep. And you're telling us we are evil unless we do what you say. We know you and your history. How do you feel about being Muslim in origin but aligned with Allah's sworn enemies?" So, and then he was like, "I talked to black people about you." I'm like, "That's okay. Black people are going to talk about you tonight on his show." And why they're going to Trump because you're doing, and why they're going to Trump because you are doing this. And then I just posted, he posted that fake Taylor Swift video, but he's not replied to me at all now. So the last thing he posted is, "I'm an Arab Zionist Jew, you clown, a non-Zionist Jew. Fuck Israel, or fuck Israel. You don't know me. You're a white trash piece of Donald Trump's pedophile shit. You're so fucking stupid. You don't realize my last name is Arab Syrian." So then I started challenging him and he's gone. He hasn't replied to me yet. So all I'm saying is, if you want to know how to break somebody, that's how you break them. You know what I mean? So I've destroyed him because now I've got him questioning why he does what he does. And he knows that if he tries to creep up on me, like at all, if he tries to creep up, I'll be like, "Look how successful you've been in Hollywood using the Jewish religion, but you're a proud Muslim. So how do you feel about that? Why aren't you talking about that? You're so mad at Trump for doing bad things. What about all the bad stuff your people are doing over there? But if you hate them, have you told the studio heads, is that why you're not working anymore in Hollywood?" So yeah, I've destroyed him mentally. You see, he's screaming that I'm a pedophile piece of Trump shit. So, which I think that's one of the best insults I've gotten. He is a writer. What do you think? What's your thoughts, man, on that whole exchange? I went hard.
You was listening to Walk a Flock of Flame, man. You went hard in the motherfucking paint. You know what I'm saying? You just thinking, what you thinking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's in America. He's in LA, dude, driving a fancy car and that kind of thing. And let's just, you know what? Let's go back to it. Let's see here. Because I, you know what? I didn't give you guys the full walk, right? So let's see here.
Mike definitely cannot be because he is a survivor.
I'm not going to give up. Oh, did they log me out? Let's see here. No, they tried to log me out. So anyway, let's just scroll through real fast. Instagram been doing funny stuff, man. I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if I don't get banned soon. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So he can't be. He's a rape. I am. Yeah. I am. See. Hey, hurt people hurt people.
That's what they say. You know, most of the time they hear, oh, he's this, he's that. That's because he was touched before.
Okay, so he's posted a video of him crying about Trump winning the election. That was his last post. Then this is a completely faked AI video of Taylor Swift supposedly saying Trump is evil. That's been proven fake, but he hasn't taken it down. Then his last post was, how wonderful the Obama. No scandals?
No scandals.
No scandals?
Well, you know, but you know why, though? You know why people get away with saying that there were no scandals?
Why? Because
they were never, ever put on Major Front Street.
Yeah, man, man, I got to tell you, Obama, I think, was maybe the most successful deep state op we'd ever seen.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so this is who he's hanging out with. That's some homies of his. You can tell he's really hanging out with the African Americans there. You know what I mean? So, oh, and that's Will Ferrell. So pretty popular comedian actor there. Another Will Ferrell pick. So anyway, and then that's him. Don't see any black people there. Huh? Weird. Looks very Hollywood handler.
Wait, hold up. There's one. There's one.
Where?
There's one. Go back to that one that you was just at. No, right there. Yeah, that one. There's one
back
in the
here.
red.
Oh.
Yep, there's one.
in the red, of course, in a different color than everybody else. Oddly. Hey, if you're going to this place, man, we're gonna, we got to single the one out. We got to show how not racist we are by putting you in weird colors that don't match anyone else. And listen, look at what my man is wearing.
Is that somebody's? That's a 12 years ago. He graduated kindergarten. Okay, yeah, that's a high school graduation. Yep.
Oh, that's his.
Would be. Yeah. So I don't see any other women in the background, but I'm pretty sure, like, I know my graduation, we wore one color and the girls wore another color. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and there's more.
Just, being objective up. Yeah.
Anyway, so once again, this guy hates Jews, even though he's Jewish and was raised in a Jewish family per his IMDb. And look at that picture.
I'm totally boy Jew.
Look at that. Fuck Israel, he says to me in a post. Wait. So he posted this couple months back, 22 weeks ago, so just 2-3 months back in Washington Square Park. He posts this, right? And then today he says to me, what is that right there? I'm a non-Zionist Jew. Fuck Israel. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a lovely, so we have this picture, right? Transposed with, I'm a non-Zionist Jew. Fuck Israel. I am Arab Syrian. So you're Arab Syrian, but but you're posting this. Oh, a black person. Wait, what?
It's a black guy.
Thank you for allowing me to in your world. And it's Hit Boy. That's him looking at Hit Boy. I would not allow my child around him, Hit Boy. Okay, look, I'm not saying he would do anything with your child, but he would sell your child quickly. You know what I'm saying? So, and then there's some pictures. Oh, look at him. He's like, don't touch my child. See that? Look at that. Look at that guy looking at him, touching. Bro, look at that. What does that picture say to you? What does that picture say to you? You're a real one. Okay, so you're one of the realest real ones, okay? You are one of the realest human beings, Well,
I don't know where he went, guys. But what does that say? I don't know. I would like to see the video. And I would like to be able to read that because I can't read the caption. I don't know.
Let me get that caption right there. It says, let's see if I can. Instagram is funny about big screening. Let's see here. There we go. Is that better?
Let's see. Not really.
It says the greatest music family since the Jackson 5, and there's not even 5 of them yet. At Big Hit Boy, thank you for allowing me into your world last week. I know how lucky I am for the opportunity. Your story has inspired me to be the best son, father, and hopefully someday grandfather I can be. Tonight, I have a feeling you're about to add more Grammys to your collection. At Hit Boy, your talent is infinite. You make West Coast street shit better than anyone, East Coast street shit better than anyone, and no one can fuck with you on the R&B either. Because of that, you are the beat goat. Didn't get a pic with you that day because you were working your ass off in the studio. I hate this man. Like the pro you are, but I did get pics with your son while you were bumping your beats. And then I think the dude that took the pictures was like, thanks for making it all happen. Ugh. This gives me creeps, dude. This gives me creepy vibes, right? Also, not for nothing, but look at where my man's wearing his hat in this picture.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I see that a lot. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it's about, but I see a lot of people who do that.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
personally wear
saying.
mine on the right hand side in the belt loop, but yeah.
Man, it's weird for him to be like taking. Look, bro, we're homies. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of homies with kids. You know what I mean? Even that come to the comedy shows, I don't be taking random pictures of their kids. You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? And why would I post that on my Instagram?
Yeah, that's the only thing is that you're posting on your Instagram. But again, I don't know. I don't know what their relationship is.
Bro,
I don't know. I don't know. And I can honestly say, again, being a real one, like depending on how close they is, like that could literally be nephew to him. It could literally be nephew to him.
not because he
I
was like,
don't.
thank you. He said he didn't get pics with him. I did get pics with your son. You know, Hit Boy ain't commented at all on it. You know what I'm saying? Big Hit didn't comment. None of them commented on it. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. Yeah,
All
that
he
could
did
be.
was post for his credit. This is how you know it's bullshit, right? Because he had to post this. I'm going to post a screenshot of him in my DM hitting me with the fam. Can't wait to hear you win more hardware on. So that's it.
No,
You
I
know what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
There's that's
And
all
it,
he's posted, but there's like at least in that one, but there's other.
that's the one, man.
That's all in one post.
I'm serious, dude. Yeah, that's the one, dude. That's the
Yeah,
one that
look at.
tells me all I need to know, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, let me get that kid from you, dog. And he's like, no, homie, don't go with him. Look at that. Don't go with him. Look at him. He's holding him back. Like, whatever you're doing, don't do it. And he's like looking at him. He's not looking at the kid who he's touching. He's looking at the man trying to protect the kid. Look at that. Bro,
Yeah, I know.
he's
Yeah, I don't
looking at
know.
the man trying to protect the kid while he's touching the kid. And this man is trying to hold the kid back.
I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Hit Boy would like if it was really like that. And Hit Boy was feeling that way. Hit Boy is not the type of dude who's like not gonna come and be like, "Boy, you on some fuck shit. Get this shit off your page." You feel me? It's still there. Like it's still there, and Hit Boy is still Hit Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still he's still a real one. So I think just being real. If it was that party with fam. I think it'd be a different story. So I don't know. And again, I don't know their relationship just on his own mirror of being who he is. Like, nah, bro. Just from what I've seen from him, just his conversation, it's a no for me. I ain't gonna speak on his relationship with Hit Boy. That ain't even. I'm gonna leave that where it's at. Just his own fuckery out of his own mouth, his own commentary and shit that he says shows that he's an ain't shit piece of shit person. You know what I mean? Like again, is that is that your only black friend that you have the show? You know what I'm saying? As you talking all this stuff, I don't see you.
And bro, you don't know.
I don't see you doing any of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's everybody. I check everybody. Like I don't see you in these streets. And if I don't see you in these streets, then it's nothing. Just a here or there, like I don't have like these people have the opportunity to have $100,000, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30, $40,000 cameramen following them around. You don't have one guy that you could pay $3,000 to and tell you, hey, use this iPhone to record me just at this event, just doing here. I don't need a whole bunch. Just take a few pictures. Let me, put it out there. You ain't gotta do it all the time, but just enough. You don't have not one back to school giveaway, not one time just in the barbershop, not one time just chilling at the cookout. Like you ain't got not one of those each things mentioned just on the sporadic. It's in July, it's August, September, October, like nothing. Like those are the type of things. Like when I see you saying those type of rhetorical bullshit ass statements, I wonder like the fuck are you doing, man? Like you're not out here. You're not out here. And obviously your mind, like you're emotional. Like anyone who is literally that emotional when it comes. Do you know why I put "Don't Blame Me, I Voted for Trump" and "Joe Gotta Go" and "Trump Force 47" and "Save America, Vote Republican"? You know all of that stuff is literally in my background just to trigger people. Because there's some people who are going to be triggered. Oh my God, head explosions, rah, 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 rah. And there's others who will be like, wait a minute. he ain't no Candace Owens. He don't talk like Officer Tatum, bro. What's going on? It's another type of mind blown. And that's what I want to do, man. That's my trigger. That's what I like to set as my trigger on people. Because I know it's going to bother you, but I want you to think. And I want to send the spark to the right person. I want to send the spark to that right person and be like, wait a minute. This supposedly Donald Trump is this racist individual. But this guy, who clearly looks like he don't give, he plays no fools when it comes to racist ass people. He's able to deal with Trump. What the hell is going on? He's able to deal with the Proud Boys and the Republicans. What the hell is going on? Shouts out to my girl, Empress Emily. Catch the replay in the morning, most definitely. Do that day. Definitely comment, share. Let everybody know. The bad boys of Hotep is out here in these streets on a Sunday night. Hotep and Bill M.
All right, we back. Sorry, I was having some issues, I guess. So I had to make sure that was all right. So we back. Empress Emily in the building. Pew, 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 pew. You will catch the replay and you'll love it because it'll be awesome. Oh my gosh. So let's see here. Sorry. Kelsey's triggered, bro. She's gonna dye her hair blue and get a nose ring now. I hope you're happy.
See. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. And soon you'll dye that hair from blue. You'll go so crazy, you're gonna dye your hair red. You're gonna dye your hair red, and you're gonna put a Band-Aid on your right ear.
You're gonna dye your head red, white, and blue, and have MAGA burned into your bangs. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be awesome. It'll be awesome. And Biden did try to break my internet, man. They on me. They on my man. I've never had internet, straight up like internet. I can see if it's my local production here, my setup, my mics, computers, whatever. I have never had straight hard, and I upgraded my shit. I upgraded my speed and I went hardwired in just 2 weeks ago. I literally upgraded everything. Weird. So, but I have been going back and forth with, Dustin Lee Abraham and Michael Ian Black and Phil Labonte.
Hey, man.
Bro, if you're going to fight, you know what I mean? Swing up. Don't swing lateral or down. It's a waste of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So my gray hair. Wait, what gray hair? Hey, easy. No, this is blonde, bro. This is blonde hair, Ironbull Taurus. Ironbull Taurus in the building. Pew, 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 pew.
That's out, cuz. Let me get you pew pew pews in this thing. We have a tour run for next year.
We doing the
okay.
Yeah, they're doing the tour next year. It's gonna be fun. So you should go full Smurf.
Tell you to go full Smurf, Kelsey.
Yes, Kelsey. Kelsey is our little liberal Smurf fan. We love you. So anyway, dear God, man, sorry about that. Wow. So let's talk about, can we talk about Kamala now? Can we get into Kamala, your thoughts on Kamala, what this means? Because I got to be honest, for a quick second, I took that victory L. You know what I mean? And you know me, this is Rumble on Rumble. I'm not going to just go, I agree with you, pro, because I know you're going to be out there. This is the sparring gym. This is where the bad boys say the things that you can't say on the other podcasts, right? This is where we break the information you're not going to hear elsewhere. Or on Wednesday, motherfuckers are going to be like, we told you about this. It's like Sunday night, you heard about it as well. Fair. But pro done told you a lot of things. And look at my tweet where I said, I give it 50-50 odds he makes it to Monday. Now, here's the thing. We don't know if he's alive, in my opinion. That's all. We'll get deeper into that. Man, oh, my God. And you know what sucks? Like, this is the most well-prepared show I've ever had. Like, on the shooter, I've done shooter research and you know what I mean? And JD Vance research. And fuck, God knows if we even get to it because, man, we got a lot of stuff, man. But between the battles we're fighting and what's going on everywhere else, man, who knows? But let's just jump into Kamala if that's okay, unless you want to go in a different direction first.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
All right, man. Because here's my thought on that, man, because this is meat, okay? This isn't just, high-fiving and echo chambering, but man, what is the number one rule in the art of war? Know thy enemy, know thyself, and in 100 battles you will not lose. Shout out Oklahoma Combat Championships. That's their motto. What's the first line of that? Know
Say
thy
again.
enemy.
Know thy enemy. Yeah.
The first line in the art of war is know thy enemy, which is where a lot of people go, they don't even do the first step, right? So first off, know thy enemy. Okay, so I'm gonna think like Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna think like some of these oh so kind, lovely, wonderful Democrats. I'm gonna think like them for a second. Okay. Now, to me, and in fact, I talked to, my wife was a pretty hardcore Democrat until MD 2024 came and saved her. So I asked her, I was like, you never met me, right? Say you never met me. You're still in Texas, living your Texas life. You had never met me. You're still voting Democrat most of the time. How would you feel up until today and what happened with Joe Biden? And then how would you feel knowing it was Kamala? And she's like, well, there's a good chance I would have stayed at home if it was Biden, because I know what a bad job he's doing, but I didn't feel like I could vote for Trump. She's like, but yeah, my white guilt. She's like, right now, I'm not convinced, but I know that starting tomorrow, everything's going to be about how Kamala is the one and Kamala is great. And you know what I mean? Vote for a black woman unless you're a horrible person. And she's like, and I ultimately would go to the polls and vote for Kamala. I see that. I'm not saying that's necessarily the case, but I see that. And let's just start there and get you before I load you with 14 more questions, because I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on that? Is this a win for them and a challenge for us? What do you see there?
No.
Fair.
I think that they may want to try and take it as a win, because best believe you're going to have the red whites and the bots, and the red whites that follow the bots, excuse me, who harp in on the tropes where it sounds borderline racist because they're bringing up, whatever they're going to bring up. Excuse me. And we got to be the level heads in the building to actually come out and say, hey, listen, where's she been? Right? I can tell you, in the real conversations of the streets before today, everybody been asking, well, where the fuck Kamala been? We ain't heard shit from Kamala. We ain't see Kamala until it was getting down to the nitty gritty of election, and we pop in and we see her on BET, and we see her at the Essence Awards, and we see her like she's not. Bitch, you was named the border czar at the very beginning of this administration. And the border got worse after you were named the border czar. And you're saying, don't come. Don't come. And we ain't heard nothing else. Ain't seen it. Up. Bring out Kamala. Go dance around a group of people up over there. You ain't did nothing substantial. You ain't did nothing that you was actually put in there to do. You have been hidden. So no, we exposed that. We exposed that even where the things where you quote unquote was named the person over it. You didn't make anything come. So if you were named a border czar and you couldn't even get the border under control, the fuck am I going to name you president for? You're incompetent. We hit on the incompetencies, right? And then I'm offer this word of advice, white people, shut up. Let the black people deal with her race stuff. You hide behind us. You let us stand on the front and you peep around the corner and look. While hey, you're not no black woman, and we know you're not black. We know you're only there because they could push you as being a black woman. But Joe Biden already then came out and said, yeah, I'm gonna choose a black woman for my vice president. But we know that she ain't black. We know you ain't black. We know you Indian. The Twitter space I was in earlier, a whole bunch of black folk in there saying it. Now don't get it twisted, because Kamala, we know you ain't black. We know you don't give a damn about black people, because you on tape saying I'm not gonna do anything that's just gonna help black people. No, we know. We got pictures of you in high school in your Indian garb with your red dot on your forehead. We know. Some of us are smart enough to understand that Jamaica is a country, which means it's a nation, which means the people there are a member of their nation. Their nationality is Jamaican. So just like Elon Musk is an African American and he white as the Dickens, why can't she be Indian and Jamaican? It's that simple. But the funny thing is, Mike, do me a favor. Share my screen.
Yes, sir. I got you. Boom.
November 16, 2016. California Attorney General Kamala Harris on trying to become the first Indian American U.S. That shit don't say African American. That shit don't say African American. That shit don't even say Jamaican American.
Whoa, and even in the and I'm like, where? And then I'm like, okay, maybe somewhere in that byline it says biracial. You know how they love the term biracial.
Yep.
No.
Literally,
she's talking about other people at that time getting elected, and then it was the first Indian American ever. No mention of African, no even biracial. Just Indian American, period, the end.
Wow. Listen, hold on. Wait a minute. We gonna keep, man, listen, this is pro.
Man, we better download this link before they memory hole this shit.
And joining us now is Kamala Harris, Attorney General of the state of California, also the U.S. Senate candidate. Kamala, thanks for being with us.
It's wonderful to be with you. Thank you.
Let's talk about briefly the controversy here at the DNC involving Debbie Wasserman Schultz's resignation. Has that impacted the party platform whatsoever?
I don't think it will. And I think that what we know is that this is a party, and we are a party that's about unity. We're about inclusion. We're about free expression. And all of that is happening. I have attended the convention for the last several cycles, and there's always a lot of great passion among the members of our party. And I love that. I love to see people feeling strongly about issues. And that's what we're seeing again this time.
How does the Democratic Party assuage the fears the Bernie Sanders camp has to bring some of the Bernie supporters in the fold to back Hillary Clinton for the national?
Well, I think that Bernie Sanders has been an important voice in this election cycle, and that what we are going to do now, going forward through the convention, is bring everyone together around commonality of issues, and a lot of them were debated and discussed and then agreed upon at the platform meetings.
Your campaign going very strong here for Senate. What do you need to do to get over the hump in November?
I will say a lot of prayers. And it's about working hard and talking to Californians and reminding them that this is an important office. It's the first open Senate seat we've had in California in almost a quarter of a century. And so we want to make sure everyone gets out to vote.
Now, we were in Cleveland for the Republican National Convention. It seemed like Donald Trump and company were trying to make an overture to the South Asian community. They had a Sikh Ardas to start off day two. They had Muslims for Trump. What, if anything, is the Democratic Party trying to do to get South Asians involved in this party?
Yeah, well, the Democratic Party for a very long time, not just this election cycle, has been doing a lot of active outreach around South Asians, around the API in general, and we'll continue to do it. I mean, what we know in particular when you're talking about the South Asian community, we're talking about the Indian community more specifically, it is a growing community in the United States in terms of its voting bloc, in terms of its participation, and I think the party knows that and knows that this is part of our collective community, and there needs to be outreach and inclusion.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Knock wood.
Kamala Harris, Attorney General of California, U.S. Senate candidate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's good to
you. Can we just keep rolling real fast? Because I got one. Let's do a double. Let's do a double hit. You know, a 2-play Sunday now. And I got this one, and I got it queued up right. Okay, so this is her. She was in Arizona doing some things, you know, energy this, energy that. They asked her about the border watch.
Addressing what we need to do around creating, again, jobs. I can't emphasize that enough.
I'd like to switch to the border. You came to Arizona. You decided not to visit the border. Can you tell me why?
I am here to talk about what we are doing around bringing down the cost to American families and creating jobs. Let me say on the border, that it is one of our highest priorities to continue to work on making sure that the border is secure, and that we also do what is necessary to have a fair and humane system. But, frankly, Congress needs to act. We've put a historic number of agents on the border. We have upgraded and are in the process of upgrading technology. But Congress needs to act.
Do you have any plans to visit the border in Arizona?
I've visited the border. I will not on this trip, but I have, and I will again.
It's these things. It's these things that if we just focus it and we show the people and we hit hard, we can get past this. I'm not worried because now, listen, now people are paying attention. We have consistently been right. Holy shit. This has been a week to remember.
No kid, dude.
This has been a week to remember.
Bro, do you realize this time last week it was a little over 24 hours since Trump was attempted on his life? They made a move on his life, and we still don't even. I swear they're doing this on purpose, man. Yes. You know what I mean? Because if it's going to be a brokered convention, which I don't know if it is, because now people are saying that they think everybody's about to fall in line. Because
so. You know what? Thank you for saying that, because I was in the process of reading something. Hold on. When did this come out? What time?
Thank you, Em.
Okay.
Empress Emily in the building.
Oh yeah, shouts out to M. I'm reading because an article came out 4 years ago about Joe Biden. No, not 4 hours ago. Did I say 4 years ago? 4 hours ago. And do me a favor. How many hours ago did that come out about him? That was like 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Once again, everybody wants to. It's 8 o'clock, and what do we want to do? Let's call bro. Let's call bro.
I mean, and it's because of who you are. Because I know that if I didn't have a podcast with you, and like Saturday's crazy, and I couldn't get you Sunday night, I'd be. That's when people have time, a lot of time, right? Mm-hmm. So I would need your opinion on this shit going forward. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I would definitely, need to do that. So.
All right, so that came out 4 hours ago. Joe Biden put his out 6 hours ago. All right, so this person by the name of Barack Hussein Obama put out something 4 hours ago. Oh. My statement on President Biden's announcement.
Pay him.
There it is, guys.
Sorry, I was late on that because I was looking at you.
You're okay. You're all right. This is from Barack Obama. It's a 3-minute read from 4 hours ago. Biden has been of America's most consequential presidents, as well as a dear friend and partner to me. Today, we've also been reminded again, he's a patriot of the heart. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking patriot. 16 years ago, when I began the search of vice president, I knew about Joe's remarkable career in public service. Whoa. Is this the same guy who said, we already got a nigga mayor, I don't need a nigga president, we don't need another nigga bag shot? This is the same guy, right? I knew about Joe's remarkable career in public service. This is the same guy who was mentored by the Dixiecrats. The KKK loving Dixiecrats.
The same guy that said that he didn't want his children on the same buses as black children because it'd make it a racial jungle.
He didn't want the racial jungles. He didn't want them in the schools together. Yeah.
This
guy.
The same man that told you were not black if you didn't vote for him.
What I came to his deep empathy and hard-earned resilience his fundamental decency and belief that everyone counts. What?
Yeah, but everyone but black. Come on, you know what that means. That's that. Everyone counts, but the people who don't count. You know what I mean?
Wait, but who wrote this?
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
Not Barry Soetoro.
Man, listen. So so as I was saying earlier, like these are the moments where we get to like truly educate people.
Right.
Like we know about Joe's history. We know what Joe said about Obama. Yeah, he's like the first clean cut African American to, I mean, it's storybook, man. What? He's the first clean. So Jesse Jackson wasn't clean cut?
Right.
Shirley wasn't clean cut? That woman wasn't on point? Man, get out of here. Get out of here.
And we forget he's old enough. He was there during MLK. He was there. Wasn't he a politician during? Maybe he was just a kid back then, but he was there.
I think he was on his way.
Yeah.
He was on his way in. He wasn't too far behind. Oh, man, this is crazy. So now I just want to skim through because I'm looking for one name and one name only. One name and one name only. We will be navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead, but I have extraordinary confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges. So, guys, let's tap that last part. Confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to focus now, create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges. You know what that says?
She ain't the one.
Fuck Kamala Harris. That's from Obama. Obama just said, but this came out 4 hours ago. Let me see when Joe stepped up. Wait a minute. You know what? 6 hours ago, Biden himself said, my fellow Democrats, I have decided not to accept my nomination and to focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president. And it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do. So Biden, 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago. Wait a minute. Let me go ahead and share this so you can see with me. I'm not just pulling this out my ass. Joe Biden at 2:13 p.m. EST said that it's the best decision I've made. I want to offer my full support and endorsement of Kamala to be the nominee of our party. This is what Biden says. And then we have this guy who says, we're navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead. The party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges.
Zoinks.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So again, we don't have to worry about Kamala. They couldn't even, Kamala didn't even, when did Kamala dropped out the race before the California primary, did she not?
Because my girl Tulsi destroyed her, murdered her on stage. It was like, wait a minute. I find it odd that you're talking about black people when you've locked up so many black men. You know what I mean? So she said, I'm bringing Bernie back. You other dams don't know how to act.
Bernie signed a contract with the DNC. He will never, ever be their nominee. Ever.
He's too dangerous.
It's not even the fact of him being too dangerous. It's just he signed a contract. So he'd never be. He'd be a fundraiser. At this point, that's all Bernie is for the Democrat Party, is a fundraiser. They will never put him in.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
While we're in a quick pause, We got to give a shout out to our brother that is dropped in the chat. Already dropping knowledge. He doesn't drop in and just say hello. He brings value. Thank you. It's just me. Pew, 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 pew. Thank you, brother. He hits us with the weird thing is, and I definitely wanted to bring this up. Tennessee is already making public statements that they're giving 77 delegates to Kamala Lama Ding Dong. That means that she and Joe and Jill started making calls before his announcement, or untimely passing, or timely passing, depending on how you look at it. And then he says, and Hillary and Barry and Pelosi couldn't get on top of delegates for Michelle, Hillary, or Gavin. I don't know, man. See, here's my thought. What do you think is going to happen at the deal? Because we definitely got to get into this. I want to see proof of life. Oh, my goodness. And once again, LS in the building.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all ready, guys? Let's do this.
He says, why they got to create a process? Aren't they already in place? The legal ones are, but they don't follow those. Think about this. Kamala Harris is completely unelected. Did not get one vote, did not compete for and or get one vote this primary season. She is 100% inarguably installed. The Democratic Party, fuck super. You thought super delegates were bad. How about fuck the process?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not one. She hasn't gotten one vote for president from the Democratic Party. Her own people don't even get to vote for her. And it's not like it matters anyway on the Dem side. However, wow. You know what I mean? They're installing this woman. They didn't even give you an opportunity to vote for her.
Mm-hmm.
But Barack don't want her, which is interesting. Which means she's on the Clinton side. It's cute when I see people go back and forth about Barack and Hillary want this. I'm like, you idiots. They want to, like, this Knives Out for those.
This Knives Out with them too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Gottis and the Gambinos right now is what that is. Both fighting for that power.
It's Knives Out with the Bidens and the Obamas. Like, people don't understand that the Bidens and Obamas don't get along. They really hate each other. It's Knives Out.
Yeah, from what I understand, the Bidens are Clinton people. You know what I mean? They were Clinton people, and basically Joe was installed to keep an eye on Barack. You know, and go, okay, well, you know, have him in his ear. Hey man, you fuck up, I'm the dude. Hey dog, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You're looking really good, man. It would make a lot of sense if some white supremacist took you out, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? And me come in, old Joe, stability for the nation. You know what? You better toe the line. You know, that kind of thing. I think that's what they're installed for most of the time. And I honestly think Kamala was literally there too. It shocked me how much they've kept her under wraps, especially during the election season. And the only thing that leads me to believe is this has been the play. You know what I mean? This has been part of the jam. So
yeah, I think they wanted to get rid of him sooner. They just, you know, it just couldn't. But now it's come down to where he has to go. He has to go. So,
Joe got to go.
But really, to be honest, you guys,
Joe, yeah.
That's the truth of it all.
Yeah.
That is the truth of it all. They got to go, both of them. And we're going to get her up out the paint. We just got to be strategic about getting her out the paint.
Yeah.
We got to tell the truth. We got to put it out there. We got to just have those regular conversations with people. You guys got to share this stream so we can let people know the honest truth so they don't get caught by the foolishness. And we're going to come with receipts. I don't mind coming with receipts. The people that they're going to try to push to get behind her, we got to show them the truth. Oh yeah, they want to stop Project 2025 and the schools and the ending of public education, and then we got Kamala on tape. Build more schools, less mocking the protesters. Build more schools, less jails. Build more schools, less jails. But we haven't even begun to address the fact that I have an extra deadbolt on my door. These are Kamala's words. She's advocating for locking up and throwing more people in jail, particularly black people.
Yep.
And it's the black people that they're going to try and use to ride and push her. We have to show them who they're truly voting for. But then as conservatives, as people on the Republican side of the aisle, we have to be more willing to go and have the conversation and helping the others build. You have to be willing to go and help them, show them the bills. Just like when we had the opportunity zones and I went and got my Republican leadership and got the lawyers from the IRS and got the representative from the White House and sat down my elected officials and educated them on what opportunity zones was. Getting my people who I know is moving money and trying to have ownership and want to show others, teaching them about opportunity zones and what they was. Then nothing's going to be nothing. But we got to show the others, right? The other party member people, when I say the others, the people who aren't on our side of the spectrum, we got to show them what it is that we have. That's why I talk about Prosper Africa. That's why I talk about the HBCU's prioritization statements and the plans there. That's why I talk about opportunity zones. That's why I talk about home ownership. That's why I talk about business regulations and owning business. That's why I talk about school choice. That's why I do that. But I can't be alone, homies. I can't be alone. Go read Project 2025. And then help me in partnership with that. What's up?
It's not like you're just getting overwhelming support from other black Republicans even. And especially and I'm going to say this, even we don't get too deep into it about the convention, is that they so missed that opportunity. I mean, I was kind of ashamed at how much they did not incorporate black culture into conservative culture. There was such a huge opportunity missed. And I think it's because we were doing so good, right? The numbers and the, and all of that. And, and it's like, don't fight the battle you're winning, fight the battle you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
They look, man, the convention went super hard for what I like to call the poor whites and JD Vance, poor whites, the Appalachian whites, the ones that AK talks about that vote hard blue because they're so union. And then they got the union guy out there. And, and then he bashed and then Trump bashed the United Auto Workers guy in his speech. And then they put JD Vance in. So I think that's clearly the play they went for. I mean, did you see the band? I mean, it was a good band. And if you know that band that they had, that's like are like Dolly Parton's backup band. And they're like a big country backup touring band thing. Not bad guys, but come on, man. Talk about reinforcing a stereotype. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are they going to have Bad Baby at the Dem convention? And it'd be cooler. I would like it more on its face.
But that's who they have, though. You don't have many on the urban side. You have some, but you don't have those you don't have those real safe bets.
That's true. But you and I know if you
what they did have, though, is a mean ground game. P. Ray was there. Michaela was there. Like, I know a few people who were there that I could pick up the phone right now and call. I wouldn't, because they're literally like, oh God, they're literally just getting home type because of what happened. The strike. Because of that, they're literally just getting home type shit. I'm like, they're trying to get settled in and like haven't even been home before 24 hours type shit.
And this is another thing that pisses me off is all of this shenanigan-y bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. Okay, let's just take the two that jump out at me. One, the fucking water tower shooter. The water tower shooter. The fact that we have bullets coming from different angles at Trump. That's blatant, that now buried. You know what I mean? We're not even talking about it. And the news was waiting on a turn. The news was praying for a fucking turn. And this is the turn they needed, right? Mm-hmm. Now we got that. Okay. So that jumps out at us. Then the assassination attempt itself and what that means. You know what I mean? Just gone, just out of the way, dusted under the rug, moving on. And where's the questioning here? And then CrowdStrike, the same company that donated millions to anti-Trump PACs and came out blatantly like the owner of CrowdStrike was like, fuck Trump, in lack of a better way to say it. And then all the CrowdStrike shit goes down after the most watched, most successful convention speech ever in the history of America. Oh, man. And it's called CrowdStrike. Would you go to Dr. Kill Ya? Dr. Kill Me. What should I do, Dr. Kill Me? It's in their name. Strike the crowd. CrowdStrike. Why are we letting these people handle our shit? We've been asleep too long. Man, this is my beef with the Republican Party,
do you know
bro.
that?
Come on. El Salzburg in the comedy.
Yeah, yes. That's an all kind of John. Anyway. Is this your first time hearing CrowdStrike?
No, I knew about them before, and I knew they were a Bill Gates thing. I just had no idea that nobody. I'm stupid. I will admit that. I am. Well, my man Dustin Lee Abraham was wrong about many things, but I am white trash. And here was my thought, right? Just when I remembered it before, I was like, oh, well, clearly they're shown for what they are. People are going to stop using them. And then I just quit hearing about them and I move on with my life like every average guy, right? So
CrowdStrike are the ones who was over the DNC. Remember the DNC hack? The hack? CrowdStrikes are the ones who got the servers. The FBI didn't even look at the servers. CrowdStrike looked at the servers. And when the FBI asked about CrowdStrike, all right, and the servers from CrowdStrike, they were told, you're not getting the service, fuck you, in so many words. Now, let me show our dude. Because see, people like, for those guys who follow the 17th letter of the alphabet, which I am one who follows the 17th letter of the alphabet. I read the drops, love the drops. I'm that guy. Where is it? I thought I retweeted it, but I know it was on MJ Truth. I'm that guy, and their name has come up so much.
While you pull that up, I'm gonna
drops. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hit Just Me said, I keep waiting for Congress to stop getting on Twitter and bitching about stuff like this and do something instead. Who are they complaining to? They are the people who can stop funding this shit. Amen, brother. And then he says, Rip Seth Rich. Exactly. True story there. He was, they took him out like so many others. But bro, that I think it's just me, man. This is what leads real men to the point of, for lack of a better term, revolution. And I hate to say it like that. But we can only vote so many damn times. We can only believe so many damn lies. You know what I mean? While we keep getting taxed and millions of people keep pouring over our border and we can't log in without people going, oh, we wish your guy would have been killed and you better show us some sympathy because our guy has COVID. And they're exactly the same. And I'm not making this shit up. So there's a point, man, where you're like, okay, man, just like my brother, just like your, you know what I mean? Just like your logo, you know what I mean? Just like your profile pic, you know what I mean? Just like protocol pretty much preaches, there's a point where it's like, okay, you know what I mean? The what is it? The tree of liberty must be refreshed.
It's got to be watered by, a particular liquid, it's crimson, like the perfect party that,
So, I mean, there's a point where it's like, well, man, what? And I will say, it goes back to local elections are very important because a lot of these people that we're waiting for in Congress is just me. True story, man. And I hate to be the goat here, the patsy here, but true story, man. A lot of these people win by a few hundred votes. A lot of these people win by 2,000-3,000 votes, maybe. And these are district people. You don't need the entire state. You just need a district. So it is a lot easier to get a district to move one way, or even just a few hundred or 1,000 people in a district to move one way. That's a lot easier than trying to change the entire direction of the deep state manipulated federal government. So you're right, man. And we are gonna. I feel like in the current situation we're in, Democrat or Republican, you're fucked. If Donald Trump doesn't get in, and it doesn't matter, we'll be waiting on Congress a long time. That's what I think. If we waiting. Come on, guys. It's a cold.
Here we go.
Kareem, jump here. Come on, guys. It's cold.
It's a cold. It's a cold. All right. Here's our guy. He is this is when he was in the White House. And he's telling it like it is.
Yeah.
Many people was incensed at the corruption that took place during that election. Pure corruption. For instance, I still ask the FBI, where is the server? How come the FBI never got the server from the DNC? Where is the server? I want to see the server. Let's see what's on the server. So the server, they say, is held by a company whose primary ownership individual is from Ukraine. I'd like to see the server. I think it's very important for this country to see the server. Nobody wants to see it. The media never wants to see it, but I'll tell you, Republicans want to see it. So Republicans aren't treated well. And here's the problem. I think we're going to take the House based on what's happening with the impeachment stuff. And the Republicans can do the same thing in reverse if they ever have. And I hope it's going to be a long time because nobody's done a better job with the economy, with our military, I've rebuilt the military. Our economy is the best it's ever been. We have numbers that just came out where, not including taxes, the median household income for the average American has increased $5,000 in a very short time since I've been president. Nobody's ever heard of numbers like that. So people want to find out. People want to find out, why was it so corrupt during that election? And I want to find out more than anybody.
Why was it so corrupt during that election? We all want to know.
We do.
We
So
all
my man, awesome listener and supporter of the show, Jack, just sent me this. This is mind blowing. He just tried to Google something, and this is what came up. Bam. Was there a second shooter on the water tower at the assassination attempt? It looks like results below are changing quickly. If this topic is new, which it's not in the internet world, it's well over a week old, it can sometimes take time for reliable sources to publish information. Wow. Because they got to wrap their head around. See, that's it. I don't think they planned on the internet being the internet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. She's asking when that speech was from.
I'll let you know. He was in office. It was way before Joe became president. It's the best I can give you at this moment, but I'll get you an exact date.
Word. But yeah, man, it's
How old are you, by the way, Kelsey? I know I'm supposed to ask woman age, but I don't follow societal norms. Sorry.
My man says interesting. She's 34.
Okay. Oh,
we all done got old, Kelsey.
Is she really? You're slightly younger than me. That's what's up. Well, that means that you're of the internet age, ma'am. So,
she tried to put a little burn in there. I guess she didn't hear President Trump do an hour and a half Thursday night that was inspiring. But
it sounded a lot more coherent. He sounds amazingly coherent now, especially after getting shot in the ear.
It's pretty rich coming from somebody that was supporting Biden the last 3.5 years. Are you serious? You're going to come after Trump?
Medicare. That's why I chose Vice President Trump. Because I knew she could, well, anyway.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to endorse Vice President Trump again and call he or she. So I read what he most recently. Well, see, but that's the thing. You're reading it. You're reading words. Just like if you took this podcast and tried to transcribe it, it wouldn't make as much sense because it's real-time conversation, not the scripted stuff from the deep state that you've been taught to listen to.
I forgot about that.
What?
You know, he on the impeachment phone call, The phone call with Zelensky. He asked Zelensky about CrowdStrike.
Oh, yeah. He did.
He asked Zelensky about CrowdStrike in
Because the
2019.
servers are in Ukraine
Because
for
the
CrowdStrike.
servers are-
Motherfucker.
Yes. Yes.
No one put that together.
Yes.
Holy crap. Yes, the servers.
Mm-hmm.
You ever feel like you're getting dog walked around the park? Like
And
you're
the
screaming,
call-
the motherfucking fountain is right there. And they're like, no, we walking you around the park. Calm down. We gonna keep dog. No, the fountain is right freaking there. Oh my gosh, dude.
When he mentioned, listen, so that's crazy. I'm about to bring this up on the screen. Here you go. Just a second. This is why the show, see, this is one of those weeks. This is why the show can't go like it's supposed to go, because we're just blowing this thing up.
You know, it's badass. Everybody listening tomorrow morning will be like, well, did you know the CrowdStrike servers are in Ukraine?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to give us credit? Hell no. But I think I'll say, Pro done told you, but you did. You just did.
Here we go, guys. Why Donald Trump mentioned CrowdStrike in a controversial 2019 call with Ukraine's Zelensky. Global computer outage affecting airports, banks, and other businesses on Friday appeared to stem at least partly from a software update issued by a major U.S. cybersecurity firm, CrowdStrike. Major U.S. cybersecurity firm. Anyway, CrowdStrike exposed Russia interference in 2016 U.S. elections. Right.
Right. I'm gonna need a fucking Valium after. I can't with this shit,
I'm
man.
gonna go up just a little bit. CrowdStrike gained notoriety during 2016 U.S. elections when the Democrat National Committee paid for the company to investigate a hack of its servers, which it determined emanated from Russia. The company was the first to publicly sound the alarm about Russia's interference in the 2016 election. You don't say. Which Trump won. Okay, well, there's that.
Read the bottom line of it. Yeah.
CrowdStrike's assessments was later confirmed by U.S. intelligence agencies. But didn't they not get the servers? Since then, Trump has been unable to quell suspicions that Moscow has undue influence over him. Oh my God, really? Really? In 2019, the firm's name again cropped up after the White House transcript revealed that President Trump, revealed that President Trump had brought it up in his July call with Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky. Controversy ultimately contributed to the first attempt at impeaching Trump. In the call, Trump suggested that Ukraine might possess the DNC server, stating, "I would like you to find out what happened with this whole situation in Ukraine. They say CrowdStrike, the server. They say Ukraine has it."
Notice there's a ... there. They didn't give you everything.
Yeah, they didn't say everything.
They didn't tell you the whole context because that's what they do. But go ahead. Sorry.
And now this transcript is available somewhere. One day, you know, we'll jump back into this for sure. I don't think we're not going to go into this, but I'll pull up the whole thing. So it was crazy when I went to the White House in October 2019. October 4 of 2019 is the day that all the subpoenas went out. So other things were supposed to happen with us in the White House that particular day. However, the subpoenas dropped. And that, of course, threw the White House in disarray. Like, oh, shit.
And pushed all the narrative to another. Yeah.
So they had to go do other things. Like, it wasn't even.
Kind of like today? Kind of like this fucking week?
Like right now. Fuck it. Like right now.
Dude, I can't. Oh, shit, man. I'm going to retire after this election, man. Let's just get Trump in, and then I quit. So I'm just going to do power slap. Okay.
Just power slap, man.
I'm power slap videos. That's it, man. Because this is like, bro, I'm turning into you. You know, Mr. Man, look, we can talk. We can build these bridges. We can make it make sense. And then there's just a point where you can't. There's just a point where there's no making it make sense. And it's like, oh, and they're coming for your money. And they're tagging the FBI saying to come after you. And you know what I mean? They're lying on lying. They try to take your guy out, and you turn on social media and they're celebrating it and disappointed they didn't take him out. Then they're telling you that the current guy getting COVID is just as bad, and on it. And Man, she says, I'm just listening and I'm exhausted. And that's just fucking crowd strike. Anyway, my man, by the way, he's the moonlight is just so bright nowadays, if you get that one. Like fueled with gaslighting. So anyway, yeah. Bro, they found more footage of the man in the gray suit who asked for whatever. Footage is on Twitter now.
All right. Oh man, I have been it has been awesome today. After that space, it's been crazy. The followers have been amazing.
Supportive? Man, we'll get to that in a second. Let's dive in here, man, because I am dying to do this. Okay, so let us show you what an official White House letter looks like. This is what, when the president addresses the nation, this is what it should look like. And here we go. Boom. Okay, so this is what it should look like when the president addresses the nation. All right. So at the top, you have the White House insignia. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Oh, Twitter hates that. Boom. It's about the best I got. Okay, the White House. And this is May 14th. And it was something about scripture and God is good and Jill and I and the people of Buffalo honoring the memories. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. You've got the White House, Washington, then the date. You've got the seal of the president. And then look at that signature very closely, right? So the one that came out today, the reason we're saying proof of life is this one, which is odd. Where's the presidential insignia?
Go back to that other one.
Oh, wait.
And all right, go back.
Let me see something. I got a new tab on it. Let's see here. Oh, that's the other one. So we're looking at these two, and then I'll bring this one up. This is the original that you wanted to see.
Press that left arrow over there. No.
This one.
No. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want you to do. That right there.
Yeah, the one that came out today. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now swing it over. Some bullshit. Bullshit. Swing it back over. Swing it back. Some bullshit.
Let's do a couple things here. One, let's just break it down. One, there is no presidential insignia, which means this is not official. Legally, this is not official because I could do this. I could do this and post it on the internet. Yeah. It literally looks like it was typed out on Word and popped out. Now, here's the thing, right? So if I'm controlling, if I'm a handler, and the person I'm handling is not capable of doing this, right? And I don't want to go to prison for impersonating the president, right? I would do something like this because it gets my word out. You notice the media bit down hard. No one questioned this at all. No one said, wait a minute. You know what I mean? No one's even questioned it. Then, boom, we can look at here. Let's look at the signature. Joe, the O. The O is very pronounced. And then the E, you see Joe. Now let's go back on the Joe. The line is the same. So if I'm trying to copy, I would do that. Where's the O and the E?
Where's the O and the E?
It's a completely different thing. Now let's look at the B and the I. Let's go back over here. Look at that B. That is a completely different B. That is a two-stroke B versus that right there. See how this top? He starts at the top here to make the B, right? It's line and then top. That's how you write that. That right there is hard. See the hard ink marks?
Yeah.
That means there's no curve in the writing. It looks like it started here and the B was drawn because these little circles are way too clear, way too pronounced. And then boom. And then look at the IDEN here. And look at that. That looks like almost his N looks like an almost. It's a completely. Look at how different this and this are. Completely different.
Completely
Way
different.
more pronounced D. That D is not pronounced. It's not pushed up. I mean, it's a different signature. Any $2 handwriting analysis, dude. Oh, and where's the underline? Where's the fucking under? That's the biggest part. Oh my God, I can't even. Where's that?
Find another signature.
Yeah, yeah, we got it. All right, now we going deep. Joe Biden signatures. That's his official autograph right there. That's his official autograph. Can you see that?
No, I see the letter
sorry,
you're looking at. Yeah, the seal.
Let me get that. Boom, that's his official autograph. Okay, that's his official autograph, right? Once again, the O, very defined. The E, very defined, right? You see this B, once again, starts here and slides. There's no hard stop. This is a full motion.
Full stroke to the end.
I. Yes. Okay, so this is his
Yep.
official signature, because when you look up Joe Biden's signature, boom, boom. Look, they even have little freaking things you can order, stickers of his signature. So official signature right here. And then we go back to Twitter. That looks a lot like the official signature right there.
Right there.
That looks like that. But then let's go to the one today. Well, this is what Joe Biden signed supposedly and officially. This is the letter that Joe Biden sent out stepping down from the election. And this is what it was signed with zero presidential seal on it.
It's not even the presidential seal of saying that, hey, see, can you can't zoom into that anymore, can you?
No, I can
read the letter.
Download it and I will. So let me do that. But first, man, my man, it's just me. It's trying to talk to us. I'm so sorry, man. I've been in that shit. Oh, the footage on Twitter. OMG. He's already not the POTUS. We agree there. They're not going to just make it public. I've never seen garbage like this in my life. I agree. Who the fuck is POTUS now? Probably whoever been running it. I used to think it was Barack, but the fight that Barack is ensuing right now means that he's not running. You don't fight that hard if you're the man. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's Jill. You think it's Jill?
It's Jillian.
Yeah, Jill will be our boss. So I don't get it. Oh, he already isn't president. Oh, word. Like they've removed him and no one's told us. And yeah. Let's see here. Medically speaking, this is pretty common for brain trauma and dementia type 3 diabetes patients. They forget their name and how they used to write, y'all. Okay, fair enough. Type 3 diabetes is Alzheimer's. 30% of Alzheimer's patients lost the ability to have their normal signature. And then he's got a link to it. I don't disagree with you there, but this letter is still extremely fishy. This letter, and you would think that they would do their best if this, I don't get this letter. Why wouldn't this be on official letterhead? Because look, if I'm the president, ain't shit going on with my name on it without the official letterhead. Because we're in the age of the internet. Me and you could have typed this all day. 1 million people could have typed this. You know what I mean? So it's just fishy as hell. The thing that when someone goes in office, they get your signature into the system and it gets printed right on documents. That's how they make those stickers too. Absolutely. Why did they do it on this document? Why didn't they include the seal on this document? It's fucked up. Yeah. It's a federal crime if someone forged it. That's why they didn't put the presidential seal on it. So that way, if it ever gets traced back, who wrote the letter? Who wrote the letter? If Joe Biden's suffering from dementia, it's a very good chance he wouldn't remember writing the letter. If he's not alive, he definitely didn't write the letter. So who wrote the letter?
Who wrote the letter?
I swear this letter is a get out of jail free or you know what I mean? One of those that, because here's the thing, if it comes from the presidential desk, doesn't it have to be approved? Like the White House sec desk has to, it has to go through there. Jesus, Mike, what did I do? Stop. This is what It's a fool. I ain't going to sleep tonight. Fair enough. I'm not trying to. I just want to know, man. This is what we do. And tomorrow, when the quartering and Stamp Tripoli and everybody else is like brand new stuff, it's like, no. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just me. The cool thing about you that I know, brother, is that you're going to dig deep. You know what I mean? You're going to have more answers than me by Tuesday. So I'm not too much worried about that part, but I do want to have you sleep well tonight. We'll get back to it in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But stay with us now because we're still rocking. But, you know, I don't want you to not sleep, brother. So take a Soma now, and in about half hour when we're done, you'll be good to go. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so do you have any other information? What do you think about that, man? Where does that lead you as a patriot, as somebody heavily involved in politics, as somebody who has a history of this stuff? What do you think about this?
It's like Obama said, man, we're in some uncharted waters. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be real. Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
I think Kamala need to watch out for Hillary Clinton. I think that Hillary is not going to allow her.
The white girl's happy she got the reference.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I see a fight. I see a fight, bro. They're going to have the broker convention. They have the super delegates, bro.
Yeah.
They have the super delegates. Like, this is the DNC. The DNC, and you got a lot of people who are like, oh, the people should be mad that they talk about democracy and the people voted for who they wanted to represent them. Yeah, bitch, but this is the DNC, who shouts out to the Bernie Bros, who literally was proven in a court of law from a judge that, yeah, the DNC can choose whoever they want to represent their party. They have that right. Even though there was an election, they don't have to go with who you voted for. Like, that's
regardless of how the voters feel, because they're trying to protect us from the existential threat from democracy. Just stop.
It's up to us, bro. We have to educate these people. We have to show them the goods. We have to show them the goods. The signature of Joe on the official election document is as mysterious as Barack Obama's. But yep.
And Michelle Obama not having any pictures pregnant and having weird bulges when she go to the beach. That's a big fight.
Did you not see the cherries in the Ellen dance?
Yeah.
Like, yo.
See, that's low level, baby.
Hey, it's not low level.
We're better.
It's the truth.
It is.
It's the truth.
Hey, Barack Obama was our first gay president, so everybody forgets that.
You
know what I mean?
Forget that, but he definitely was. It's true. Larry Sinclair, he's told us about Bathhouse Barry.
Yep. He liked the cocaine. He was willing to do a lot for it. We know that to be a fact. Speaking of that, man, so who do you see other than Kamala Harris? Like, legitimately, who do you think they're going to try to run, or who do you think they would jump? See, I keep waiting for a Hollywood guy, right? Because if I'm a Dem, I know that everybody hates, even people, save for a few dyed-in-the-wool hardcores, everybody pretty much burnt with all of it, especially all the normies. But if I bring in a Tom Cruise or a fucking George Clooney, yeah, right? And he's like, I'm going to make America better again. MABA, because that's all they do is steal our shit. Devil can't create. Devil can only take what's good and pervert it. However, I think that's what, why, that's what I would do, because people are stupid and they're convinced that actors have more credibility and are better people than politicians at this point. And I feel like Reagan did in the 80s. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that?
I think they're going to do Michelle.
For real. Yeah. See,
I know. I'm not ruling that out. I'm not ruling it out until it's over. I'm not ruling it out until it's over, because it's Michelle, bro.
Yep.
It's the star power that they need to beat the star power that is Trump. that will galvanize the fuck out of that party because they all love her. And the independents are going to go for her because she's not Trump.
Yeah.
Because they believe her to be the good, wholesome mother. They still call her America's first lady.
Except for the lady part.
Except
for the lady parts, plural. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I was going to say. That part.
So, hey, man, breaking news. While we were all lathered up over this, I want you to see something interesting here. Breaking freaking news. This is exactly what we were just talking about. Bam. Secret Service admits to denying Trump's security requests.
I'm going to get something to drink. You take me off screen.
I'm going to read it. Yeah. All right.
I got to. You just made me have to.
All right, man. All right. So here's what I got. Well, I'm just going to read this because we're just like, you can only take so much, right? Until your head is in a daze. But anyway, this is what I got. Because literally going on at the same time that Biden was, stepping down unofficially, this is what we got. The Secret Service has acknowledged denying multiple requests from former President Donald Trump's team for additional security resources prior to an assassination attempt at a rally. This admission comes after an initial denial sparking criticism and calls for accountability. Wow. And let's just read preliminary findings, executive summary, assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, official document. On July 13th, 2024, former President Donald Trump survived an attempt at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The following day, Senator Ron Johnson wrote to the Attorney General Merrick Garland, Department of Homeland Security, and Mayorkas, FBI, and Christopher Wray, demanding a preservation of records. Let's see here. To date, the DOJ, DHS, and FBI have failed to provide any requested information and have not even confirmed they will preserve the relevant records. These pieces of crap. The lack of transparency from federal entities regarding July 13th, 2024, attempt which left President Trump wounded, one rally-goer dead, and 2 other spectators critically injured is unacceptable. Congress and the public deserve a full explanation and complete answers to all questions regarding the failure of the security at the Butler rally. Without transparency, the truth behind the assassination attempt will never fully be revealed and understood. It is the public's right to know the truth. And let's see here. That is preliminary findings. And this is Senator Ron Johnson. Let's see here. Secret Service said it denied some Trump requests for more security, walking back previous story. So, yeah, the news is coming in so damn fast. To the point of, like we just showed, my man Googled, third shooter and couldn't bring it up. Not available. Information was changing too quickly. So, yeah. Wow. And this is today that this came out, conveniently. Denied him for 2 years. Wow. So anyway, just a little breaking news there, that there is more culpability, more accountability. So anyway, on the Secret Service for failing to do their job. So they've admitted that.
That bitch goes in front of the
not the tribunal, the House committee on oversight. Yeah.
Thank you for that question. We cannot speak about means and methods. I cannot speak on methods and means. I cannot speak on an open investigation.
Well, that's classified. That's classified. That's classified. Yeah. I'm sorry, being the head of the Secret Service, I cannot reveal that information. Yeah, man. Tonight is weird, dude.
Forces and methods.
And this is okay. My fellow Americans, this is what they do. They put you on this roller coaster ride because I'm freaking exhausted. You know what I mean? We had the biggest win of any political party maybe since Abraham Lincoln. I really feel that way. From Saturday night to Thursday night, how could you not want to be a part of that team? How could you not want to be a part of Dana White's unit? How could you not pause? But how could you not team. Let's say team. You know what I mean? But how could you not want to be a part of that? A man took a shot, then stands up and says, fight. 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 One of the most iconic pictures in the history of America. Then the man goes on and he breaks the story down on the stage at a convention like never before told, with Dana White introing him. And he's basically like, we're going to win, and here's the plan. And he came out as a man who said, my favorite part of this whole thing, his speech, right? We'll just get into that for a quick second. My favorite part of his whole speech is when he said, I'm not supposed to be here tonight. And if you watch the speech, the crowd broke out in applause and then started chanting, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And he smiled and he waited.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he thanked the crowd, and then he said, but no, I'm not. Come on, man. He was like, this is divine. This is a divine plan. And he knows the energy is different. The energy is different. And that's why they did this, is to throw our energy off. And especially because all this shit is coming out about the assassination attempt. And then you see CrowdStrike. And I mean, this shit's coming out right under the main headline. So yes, we can either deny or confirm any of this shit. Agreed.
We're just, good speculators of what's being played out and just reading the field,
Tell me about the convention. Talk to me about that for a second, man.
It was interesting. It was a shit show. I talked to someone on the ground today. It was a shit show.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of things going on. They had delegates staying an hour and a half away from the convention. That their hotel is literally an hour and a half travel to get back to their room.
So traffic was awful.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes. It was just, I mean, that's a pretty big endeavor to take on. There was a bunch of guests. It was energetic. There were people energized. That's one thing that I was going to say as well, is that, although they could have done more prime time with the Black community, right, minority community, there was a lot of stuff on the ground. There was a lot of events that was going on. There were a lot of things that was happening. Excuse me. So there was that. There were a lot of media there that interviewed a lot of them. And from what I understand, asses were handed to those media people. So, that's the good thing. That's what I'm proud about. Like, again, it's just room and time for us to go out there and do our things and everything, be everything. I think we're going to be put in a position to where a lot of people will be reached by us, and they'll be able to just understand it as an everyday working man, as an everyday living woman, working woman with kids and communities and people who we influence, in our small circles, in our everyday circles. Our message, our words, our enlightenment, what's going on, will be the things that'll spark some movement in them. I know that we're going to be put in those positions. Yeah. And the one thing that was put out from the convention that, as everybody parted ways, like, remember Captain Planet, when all of them came together and made Captain Planet, and then he said the power is yours, and he just split up and he just bursts out, like that's what happened. They got together and, hey, everybody respectively at their homes and their places, we have to activate the ground, the regular everyday people. Take this information, do what you will, spread it out and go put it out there like wildfire everywhere. That's, the inside of all that I got. Like, that energy was that energy at the convention. People were definitely inspired and they were ready to make moves. So just in knowing that about the convention, that's where I was. You know what I'm saying? So hearing the speeches and seeing the speeches and seeing what the theme really was, because again, like I believe I already knew when we talked about Amber Rose, if you remember, I stated that she was there for the I dislike Trump in the beginning, but now I understand the difference. I'm riding with Trump now. I was a never Trumper, now I'm a Trumper. Right? The young lady from Nicaragua, it was the same thing with her. You know what I'm talking about? Did you see her speech?
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was, I was a never Trumper. I voted for, I hate to tell you guys this. It really hurts to tell you this, but I voted for Biden in 2020. But I learned my lesson. And I'm Team Trump now, like that was another person. And it was that a few times. You had the people who spoke, the pastors who spoke, right? Who are around all day, every day. They're around the Biden supporters, and they're giving him pure hell for dealing with President Trump and platforming, his beliefs with Trump and giving him the ability to speak. Then you got the vice president pick, who was a never Trumper and is now his vice president pick.
And you're not a fan.
Move.
By the way, yeah.
I'm not a fan, you know what I'm saying? But hey, things can change. He has this going for him. We're about to have an 80s baby as vice president. You feel me? Like he has that going for him. For me,
and
it's like, okay, there's a millennial. For me,
and fair. And I'm in on the guy, but that's because every complaint people say, I feel like most of the complaints I've seen is like, oh, he's playing poker at a table with some dirty, evil dudes with a lot of power and money, and he's playing their game. It's like, well, how else is he going to get there? You know what I mean? Because look at us. You know what I'm saying? So you got if you know what I mean? If you get in the swamp, you're going to get dirty. So, that's my thoughts on that. Now, I do also feel it is weird that he has a child named Vivek and his wife is Indian and she went to law school with who? That is interesting. But look at it like this. If people don't know, around the world, India, that the continent basically with Pakistan and India is the fastest growing population in the world right now. And they are needing resources really, really hardcore. And what people don't know is that China is trying to buy up our land to grow food to sell to them. And that's why they just did a big deal with Russia. And that's a lot of what's going on right now that people just aren't talking about on the higher level, is that India is this huge exploding population nation right now. And because of that, what's funny is because they've been kept in kind of a poverty state, that, that don't have kids and, be weird and all of that stuff hasn't hit them. So they keep having babies. So there's that India connection. So if you're playing a long game, you want to be able to sell a lot of products to them as the guy who sells products out of America. And then past that, so there's that connection. And then past that, the Peter Thiel thing. And I was wondering what you knew, because I haven't looked so much into that other than knowing that he is a big supporter of the entire Republican apparatus. And I wanted to know your thoughts on that.
I don't know, man.
Okay. And once again, I don't.
I don't know, man. It all bothers me again. It's like, I think that was us that had the conversation earlier. It's like all the VPs are selected.
Yeah.
And you're given, they're installed. It's like, okay, here's your choices. Or here's your choice. Here you go. There's this. That's it. And in some instances, you might you may have to choose between a few of them. It doesn't matter which one they pick that you pick. They're fine either way. There's a way they can spin it either way, or nope, here, this is the one. and I don't know which one that is. And this has been the major for sir, Mr. When you see this, whenever this makes it to sir, I've said it time and time and time again. You got some ding dongs around you that need to get the fuck out, man. That's been my only major criticism of you the whole time. Don't. You got some bad advisement around you, and you said it. You said it in January when you was talking to Sidney Powell and them. When we were talking about see how they're interrupting. What look? This is what I've been dealing with the whole time. Remember?
Yep.
Remember those were your words, sir. So please, man. I don't know what they're telling you. Tap in call up Tony Yayo and Fitty. All right. Call up Pro. Call up Ken Hotel. Call up White Mike. Like, listen, we'll get you right, man. We'll get you. We had this thing running in tip top shape all the way to the tippy top. All the way. But come on, man. Come on, man. Because they're gonna put you in some places that it's gonna be real hard to dig out of, man. And at the end of the day, they getting their money. Remember, they trying to get to you. You got the B's. Some of them just got the high thousands and maybe just touching the M's. They got a ways to go, and they trying to get there. They damn sure don't care about taking you out to get there, man. So just get you some real ones, man. We out here. We'll have this country running like it ain't never been. We'll make it great again. Nah, bitch, we gonna make it the greatest it's ever been. Fuck great again. We gonna make it the greatest it's ever been. Fuck with the real ones, man.
Absolutely agree. And I personally, I personally think he okay, so like during the debate when the PBs was brought up, he just smiled. He was like, and he like shook his head because I think there's a lot of stuff that so the other side lives on fear, and any time you can even say, there was literally an article that was written about JD Vance wanting to be buried in his family plot in his small town was a dog whistle to white nationalism. There was an entire article wrote about how he's racist and a white nationalist because he wants to be buried in his family plot. Seriously. So they live on fear. That's what they live on. So if you mention, you know what I mean, being proud of your boys and how, there are good Americans, hardworking, good, everyday Americans that will stand up and protect you. Well, yeah. So he's like, okay, well, you know what? Just stand back, stand by. You know what I mean? Let's just hang out. And and he's even said, I will, pardon most all J6ers and look very deeply. And, I think that he's got to play that cool right now, or he's trying to play that cool right now, So, yeah. He heard him talking about it on TV. Except it was a woman saying it. What? And she looked Asian. I couldn't believe it. Asian women know they've been getting beat up in New York by Democrats for too long. They can't get into Harvard anymore, because of DEI. They're ready. You know what I'm saying? The right Asian women. What up, Kelsey? So anyway, man, it's okay, so here's I think we got to fight fire with fire. And I don't mean just being as hard as them. What I mean is one of the reasons they're successful is they can boil their messages down to a meme. They're really good at that. And one of our problems is we need to give you a PowerPoint presentation because they're so good at creating one little lie and making that bullshit go viral and building upon that to get people angry and clicking and sharing and screaming and yelling. And we're not as great at that. We're like, well, no, that's a lie because you have to understand the context, and you've already lost them right there. You know what I mean? Because they're meme-thinking people. If they can't read it in a meme, they're over it. So we have got to be better, in my opinion, at tailoring our message to the lightest of readers, if you will, the most influenced of people, right?
No, I'd rather just remove them from the voting rolls.
Okay, fair, but unfortunately, that's not an option right now.
I think
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, go ahead.
I think it can be. I think it's something that we can really work on. Like right now, like if they're scared, if they're really on some fear mongering shit, then maybe we need to scare. Maybe we can scare them into voting for the couch.
See, we had that locked in until today. The couch vote was going to, as we were talking about.
I think the couch vote is still a viable option. Again, we have enough. We have enough on cackling camel toe. All right, we have enough. But again, and then guess what? Not only do we have enough, guess who else don't want her there?
Barack Obama
doesn't want her there.
What the hell does it say when you're on Barack Obama's team all of a sudden? Like what? What happened? How the hell? We're living in crazy times, and I agree with Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? This is weird, man. I don't know how to feel about it yet. Once again, man, we're here in another week, wondering what the hell's going on, questioning the official narrative because it stinks to high heaven.
Stinks to high heaven.
Dropping truth bombs nobody else has. Man, how you feeling, man? You about ready to call it a night, man? We brought a lot of heat. You want to tell the folks anything? Is there something we need to cover? We haven't been able to really.
Hold on. I'm still here. I ain't really tired.
I don't want to. I don't want to hem you up, but I also don't want to, stop you if you want to go. Plus, I'm down to keep going a little while too. But
yeah, we can rock a little while longer.
Okay.
I'm trying to find where is it? When is it? God dang it! Huh? No, I don't want that. I'm coming, my brother. I'm looking for something very special. Okay, no. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we are. Ooh.
Share.
Yeah. So, what's today's date?
21st, 7/21/24.
It is shared, my brother.
Bam. Yeah.
When is the Democratic National Convention? Monday, August 21st, 2024. August 19th, 2024 over August 22nd, 2024. Today is July 21st.
Yep.
7/21. August is the month number 8. So we are 1 month away from being in their convention. And Camel Toe has officially been thrust towards the front by a one Joseph R. Biden, who has allegedly popped out this thing.
Wouldn't it be funny if he came out tomorrow? Like, what did they do? I'm still running.
Right?
I did not COVID. I took a bullet for this country. It was a COVID bullet, just like Trump. I don't want. Hey, man.
Nah, it's going to be something on the lines of, check the history books, man. We've done good, and as we move forward with this re-election campaign, Kamala and I look forward to a second term. We get to beat COVID.
Ooh. Okay, 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago from Fox right here.
Oh shit.
45 that he was changing his mind, gonna drop out. The public announcement when we all found out was 146.
I'm sorry, what's up, bro?
No, I said what? Yeah, make that big.
Yeah.
Totally blindsided, Jesse. Well, the staff wasn't totally blindsided, Jesse. They had a 1-minute heads up. We are told that President Biden convened a group of senior staff from the White House and the campaign, and they were told at 1:45 that he was changing his mind, going to drop out. The public announcement, when we all found out, was 1:46 p.m. And just in the last few minutes, we were told that President Biden has no public events on his schedule for tomorrow, and then the rest of the week is just blank. They are trying to figure out what exactly to do with him, but it seems like the plan with announcing this is put it out the way that they did, paper statement, don't actually see or hear from the president, and then figure out a time midweek to have him come back here, or maybe they're going to do something in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, the staff wasn't totally blindsided, Jesse. Man. They had
he ain't here.
Schedule wiped clean. No plans, no nothing. Wow.
He ain't here.
That's interesting. Shout out to Bullfrog78. Keep sharing the truth. WWG1WGA. Yeah.
Where we go one, we go all, baby. You already know. Let's get it.
Yep. Respect. We love you, Bullfrog. Thank you for tuning in. I have not seen him before, I don't think.
No, that's a new bro.
New listener. Respect. Yep. Hell yeah. Him or her. It might be a her. I found out last night that we got some ladies that listen on the deal just to look at you.
Yeah. Hey, man.
You ugly bastard.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I can't be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Diddy. What the fuck, man? I'm never going to find any man attractive. Anyway, he's not POTUS anymore. Yeah.
Regardless, whatever you say, the ones who voices matter say otherwise. So
that's fine. Man, I want let all the ladies want you. You know what I'm saying? That's good for both of our careers. All right. Yeah. So I'm not tripping. It's just me says, I wonder if he's even alive. Look, bro, that's what I'm saying. Did anybody see him yesterday? Did anyone see Joseph Robinette Biden yesterday? Did anyone see Joseph Robinette Biden on Friday? When did he cancel? That was Friday that he canceled, right? The day after the
I don't think he's been seen since I got COVID.
Yeah, so that would have been maybe Thursday. When was Joe Biden? I can't believe we're even having to do this. This is how our country is. Last seen in public. Let's just have a little Google fun here. No, that's a messed up AI there. Let's see here. It's not giving us. See news, and then I will sort by date.
Oh shit! It's going down. Oh Lord! When you get done with you, I got one locked up and ready in the kitty. Oh goodness!
So yeah, it looks like Wednesday of last week is about the best I can come up with. You need me. What's weird is I Google it and you just can't find it. A simple date. And AI is saying December 2022. Watch this. So I pull it up and then AI pulls up December 1st, 2022 was the last time Joe Biden provided the search for Joe Biden's last public appearance was on December 21st, 2022, when he welcomed Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky on the South Lawn. So, but then he says Ukraine's President Zelensky said on Monday he respected President Joe Biden's tough but strong decision to end his on Monday.
What? Zelensky was just here.
Yeah.
He was just here. Let me find what day it was.
Wait. Read this. Man, this must be something must be wrong. This must be AI wrong. Because this does not. Why would AI say this? Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky said on Monday he respected U.S. President's tough but strong decision to end his re-election campaign. Zelensky says he respects Biden's tough but strong decision. U.S. President Joe Biden welcomes Ukraine's Zelensky on the South Lawn of the White House December 21st, 2022. Well, it's based on a file photo. any more recent public appearances. But that's okay. So that's either some AI trash or something very interesting. And then, as you can see, I click on the news tab. Nothing about when he was last, because that's not what they want. That's not the question they want you asking. So there's no answer for it. That's how that works, folks. All right, brother. What do you got? What do you got?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Man, we're like some damn investigative journal. I'm about to call Shane Cashmere to be like, bro, we're doing some good work here.
He should be in here. He should be here right now. Where are you, Shane? Shane.
He just did his show. He's probably chilling with his family. Yeah,
I'm here. I'm right here, guy. He's just. I'm listening. That would be so awesome. Anyway, all right. So check this out. Oh man, I thought. Okay, here we go. Where are you, little silly rabbit? Tricks are for kids. There it is. We're here now.
That's my girl.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it.
Flash like everybody else. President Biden's no longer running for re-election, and he's endorsed Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee for president and commander-in-chief. I'm going to sound the same warning now that I have been for years, going all the way back to 2020 when both Kamala and I were running for president on the Democratic ticket. She is unfit and unqualified to be our president and commander-in-chief and would be incredibly dangerous in that position. The prospect of Kamala Harris making decisions about war and peace and where to send my brothers and sisters in uniform into harm's way is not only terrifying to us, it should be terrifying to every American, knowing that we would all pay the price for her dangerous actions and dangerous decisions. Everything you've heard me say about Hillary Clinton, the queen of warmongers, can also be said of Kamala Harris. There should be no question in your mind that if Kamala is allowed to be our president and commander-in-chief, she'll be the maidservant of this queen of warmongers, the head of this elitist cabal of warmongers that has gotten us into this place. They're the ones who've been calling the shots behind Joe Biden's presidency. They would continue to call the shots if Kamala Harris is president. And where have they led us? To the brink of war with multiple countries in all parts of the world, and closer to the brink of nuclear war and Armageddon now than ever before.
Wow.
The choice for us is very clear. If we cherish peace and freedom, and if we love our country, we must vote against Kamala Harris in this election on November 5th and vote for Donald Trump.
They could have did without the spooky movie music, though.
I don't know who did that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Kamala is owned by CCP. A lot of people.
Chinese Communist Party. Chinese Communist Party.
Okay, it's just me. Look, bro, I got nothing against you. But, you know, I don't know if you know this, but this is Tulsi Gabbard country around here, dog. Look, man, I worked to help her get elected in her very first campaign. I signed way for her. I've met this woman personally. I have seen her, you know, blood, sweat, and tears help hungry people in the state of Hawaii. When the fires happened, she was out there daily. She actually got sick, made herself sick. She was working so many hours and so long and pulling every bit of her resources and power to help people. So, you know, that's the truth, brother. Oh, Kamala. I'm sorry. I thought you said Tulsi. Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck Kamala. Yeah, fuck Kamala. Sorry, bro. Sorry, man. I'm lathered tonight, man. I'm lathered. It's so weird that news is breaking while we're podcasting.
Hey, man,
I don't think there's oh man. It's I mean, right now it's Joe Biden is dead, might be dead.
Joe Biden might be officially up out this thing.
It's okay, so he's wiped his schedule clean. There's nothing. He has nothing. His whole staff was given 1 minute to know. They're saying Joe Biden gathered them together. Was it Joe or was it his staff that gathered them together? Was it Jill? Was it Hunter?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I say, don't get him on a Tulsi roll.
They're probably like, fuck. Oh my God. The Bernie's potion don't work anymore. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Okay, so if we tried to break this down, man, from like a 5,000-foot view, right? We're in a helicopter, and we're looking at all this mess. First question: has this always been the plan? And it's had to change. They've had to edit it here and there because of all the shit that went wrong, or are they playing jazz here?
I think this has always been their plan. And they win as long as they could go with it. And it's ran out.
They're still going. It's sad. It's gasping, last dying breath. When does an animal fight the hardest? Right before it dies, right? That's when when it throws off that mortal coil.
So, RNC convention, Trump speech, very end. So we get Hulk Hogan, we get Kid Rock, we get Dana White, we get Trump, and then we get the song.
Proud to be an American?
No. That's his come out song. But the song.
All right, let's see here. I'm pulling it up.
Go ahead. I'm going to pull up something as well. Here.
Thank you, Kid Rock, sometimes referred to as Bob, and stared down those enemies. Bigger, better, bolder, brighter, happier, stronger, freer, greater, and more united than ever before.
I don't know if they're going to play it. I'll get it right quick. I'll find it right quick.
And quite simply put, we will very quickly make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wisconsin. God bless you. God bless you, Wisconsin, and God bless the United States of America, our great country. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
I didn't play it. What song are you talking about, brother?
Hold on, I'm about to pull it right now.
LS. Isn't COVID-19 deadly for people Joe's age? If you get these vaccines, you won't die. Temporary POTUS show. Yeah, former, I would say, POTUS. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you there. Man, I'm looking through, proof of life is trending. You know what I mean? Hardcore right now. The only thing we really have is that, what? Did he make a presidential address? Oh, this is comedy.
Here we go. It's
there's a little comedy here, but yeah, no,
I'm gonna play a little bit. I don't want to get you YouTube strike because it's definitely a YouTube.
Oh, the Pavarotti stuff. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So now, you guys, hold on, give me a second. Where is? Yeah, right here. All right. Here we go. And again, guys, like I say, I talked about CrowdStrike, but then there's also something else that popped up off the drops of the homies.
Yes.
Here we go. I shared it. Did you enjoy the opera music at the closing of the RNC last night? I did. It was familiar. Sum of all fears, message delivered, MAGA. All right. So have you watched the movie? You remember the movie Sum of All Fears?
I haven't seen it.
You what?
Hadn't seen it. Look, man, you understand, I lived in the jungle for like 2 years. And there's like a time frame. There's literally like, if you ever move to a jungle, like in a jungle in an island 1,000 miles away from everything else for a couple years, there's like a chunk of stuff you just miss.
Movie night, Sum of All Fears, Ben Affleck. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I remember it, but I don't remember watching it. But I remember the movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. He's like, come on, man. I know. I should get my
even Amy knows the Sum of All Fears. Look, she has exclamation point. Yeah, y'all got to have.
I never said she was not as smart as me.
Oh no,
Jack Ryan books a movie.
maybe. Hey man, yes, Tom Clancy, yes. All right, so here we go. I'm only gonna play the music briefly, but then I'm gonna mute it, and then yeah. This was damn, you haven't seen the movie. Fuck.
Spoiler alert for a movie that probably came out
Spoiler
20
alert.
years ago.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Anyway, they pull some bull, topple a government type shit, and like the deep state literally like got the asses handed to them. And this is the song that was playing. The same song from the ending of the RNC.
Nice.
All right. So now, spoiler alert, treaties being signed after all the bullshit, what I mean, that done took place. And well.
Wow.
Deep state operative.
Bye-bye.
Good night. You know what I'm saying? And it happens all through, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I need Buddy. There we go. Buddy running through the snow. God dang it.
I mean, can you stop? I want to watch the movie. You're literally ruining the movie as we speak.
I'm not ruining the movie. I'm not. Listen,
Remove.
I'm gonna treat you. You stay off the internet, okay? You stay off the internet right now, because we're bringing up this movie that came out. LS, what are you? What's the question mark spot? LS,
probably because it was on silent, and he might just be listening. He might just be listening to audio, and he's like, "What?" We were watching some of the scenes from the movie "Sum of All Fears." And the connection to that is that Donald J. Trump ended his speech and the song playing with his family on stage with "Sum of All Fears." Really cool side note. Shout out to Mary Milbin. Guys, go to her Instagram and follow her. That is a young lady I went to church with from Oklahoma City. Look it up. Her mama is Althea Milbin. And we went to church together. And she was she sang the national anthem to open Thursday night at the convention. Very proud of her. You know what I mean? We did not come from much. So to see her singing, following her dream, and doing it at the top of the game is a blessing. So, yeah. I know you got more. I see it coming up. Bam, what we got here?
Sum of All Fears came out in 2002, guys.
Yes.
2002.
Went black.
All right.
Can you see us now, LS? Tell me if you can see us now, brother.
You said his screen went black?
Yeah.
Anybody else's screen went black?
Might be Rumble. Let me check Rumble.
He's on mine. Let me see if
my page looks okay. Let me check yours.
Mine seems to be okay to me.
Yeah, we rolling. We good.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's only 22.
You probably got an iPhone. All right, let's see. Sum of All Fears, CIA analyst Jack Ryan. Look, if you guys don't watch Jack Ryan on Amazon, it's fucking awesome. Anyway, Jack Ryan must stop the plans of a neo-Nazi faction that threatens to induce a catastrophic conflict between the United States and Russia's president by detonating a nuclear weapon at a football game in Baltimore, Maryland. Crazy shit pops off. Gotta see the movie.
Hell yeah.
So, spoiler alert for, a 22-year-old movie, guys. Go watch it now. Yo.
It sounds so that was his kind of his heads up there to everyone. Yeah.
That wasn't even a heads up. That was a bitch, we coming.
Oh, and then they did what they did. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Oh, man.
But we coming. Like, it's a major game being played right now. Like, it is real life chess being played right now. And that's why they tried to, snipe that man. That's why they tried to take that man out the game. Bro, okay. Question in the chat. We got a pretty smart chat. Hey guys, how many Trump rallies have CNN covered this year?
Yeah. And C-SPAN, for that matter. There was like 4. And did you see the stock market? Did you see that a company put like 1 million plus bets on shorts on Truth Social? Because if Trump were to be taken out, Truth Social would clearly tank. It would tank as a company. And they put over 1 million stock, a million of them, which are like $50 a piece, something crazy like that. Yeah, man. Only on it is, yeah, man. And but let's throw Kamala Harris out there because we need some red meat. You know what I mean? Let's do that instead. Wow. I can't, man. So okay, so let's get back to it. So this was the plan all along, and I can see that absolutely. Because man, we're all talking about right now, which is what they want us talking about, and not 100 days from now. What happens? Let's play that out for a minute. Okay, so clearly, by all practical measures, Trump should be the president. Then he wins. Of course, they're not going to accept that, but at that point, it won't matter because, you know, we're tired of it, and I'm not that worried about that happening if Trump gets in. Plus, everybody's going to just, you know, they're going to be able to afford food again, and so they'll, like, eat instead, and they'll be able to go out and buy concert tickets and all of that. Man, stuff is rough out here, man. Tyrus canceled his show here. Lack of ticket sales. Yeah. Really? So, yeah, I had to, I mean, it was one of those that went really DL, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to do that. But yeah, you know what I mean? So, boom. Oh, Montoya in the building.
What happens is what happens in your environment. Is that a question?
Yeah, what we were talking about how. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just catching you up. I think we were talking about how nobody's thinking about what happens 100 days from now when the election happens. How do you see that? Given that they are pushing their plans, I feel like right now they're shoving their plans. Like it doesn't work anymore. Like, you know, like I've got a screw that I need to screw into this certain part to make the engine go, and it doesn't work. And I'm just hammering that thing and just trying to bang it in. And that, to me, is kind of what they're doing with Kamala. And while they're trying to do that, the powers that be, the official in our face, behind the scenes, the most powerful players, your Barack Obamas and people like that, are trying to get other people involved and not giving Kamala support. So what do you see happening in November? There you go.
Man, I can't speak on November until we get through 1 month from today.
Yeah.
I can't. I won't even begin to speculate because I don't know what's going to happen at this convention. It's going to be brokered. It's going to be a brokered convention. Yeah, Sexy Red canceled her tour as well. Yep.
Well, no, that's it. I quit. I quit life. Okay.
You know, like
that was all I had.
Yep. No, there is a lot of concert days, you know, that are being canceled, and it's like others, they're maintaining. Like, you know, Chris Brown, like his is going to stay sold out because it's Chris Brown, and that's a once in a lifetime for a lot of people type situation. So they're gonna run down on some Chris Brown tickets, but guess what? The same people who are going to Chris Brown are the people who's going to go to a Sexy Red concert. So now they're going to choose between the Sexy Red and the Chris Brown. Because if I pay, you know, $600, $700, $800 for a Chris Brown ticket, I ain't paying no $100 for no Sexy Red ticket.
Not at all.
Gonna happen.
And I can, if I'm struggling, I'll scrape up money to. But trust, I've been doing enough Leonard Skinner concerts to know. You can be really poor and come up with money for a concert ticket. But you know, to do the thing where I'm going to 6 concerts a year, you know, it's part of my life. People aren't doing that anymore.
They ain't doing that anymore.
People aren't even buying groceries at the rate they used to anymore. Get out of here, man. Come on, man. Yeah, bro. Oh goodness, man. I'm exhausted. I am mentally fried right now. I want to keep rolling, but I'm like kind of drained out. Yeah, I think the convention is going to be brokered, which means that there's a very good chance that Kamala will not be on, what is it, the Minnesota and I believe the Illinois ballots at that point. If they don't officially declare, because they have to declare during the way this works. I was just looking this up. It says, congrats to the Dems on overthrowing democracy. They're no longer unburdened white has been. Yeah. No, Democrats are never burdened by what has been. Slavery, Marxism, genocide. It's all our fault somehow. So, anyway. So you know a lot about the process. So is there a chance that states move forward in the general with no official Democratic candidate on their ballot?
Their process is a lot different.
Fair.
The Democrat Party process is a lot different than how we operate over here. Again, we don't have super delegates. They got super delegates.
Yup.
So I can't even speak on theirs. I just know that they were all behind the president going for a re-election. Now that he's not going for a re-election, like, the knives is out, bro. They're going to holler at the delegates. You know, like, there were delegates that was supposed to go to Nikki Haley at the convention.
Correct.
So when the shot happened and they missed, they was like, oh fuck. All right, everybody, we all got to put the delegates behind Trump. Can't nobody say, you know, we're going to give them to DeSantis or Nikki Haley. You know, like, people expected them to get their delegates to go with them, and that didn't happen. All the delegates went to Trump.
Yep.
So,
well, because no one wants to lose.
Right. That too. But, you know, at least, like, you know, DeSantis should have gotten, you know, 100 and something. Nikki Haley should have gotten, you know, like, it should have been that. Like, it should have been that. But it wasn't. Like, if we would have just went by what was, you know, what we knew was going to happen, it wouldn't have been, it was unanimous Trump. Unanimous. Right? It's not going to be unanimous Kamala Harris at the DNC. It's going to be these people who they're going to be there. They're going to have their people on the ground saying, hey, as a delegate, vote for this person. Like, we all, damn, I don't have my badge.
Wow.
I don't have my badge. I don't have my delegate badge with me. You have a badge that has your name, your state, and it says whether you're a delegate on it, or, like, if you watch the RNC, you saw people who had badges, and some of them said guest, and some of them said premier access. And then they, you know, where it says guest, premier accesses, or media, it says delegate. You know what I mean? It says your state and it says delegate. Yeah. So they'll have people literally out on the convention floor, out amongst, you know, at the different events, going out, talking to you, getting you to vote for their person when, you know, when the time comes for voting. The fact that that didn't happen at the RNC is definitely going to happen at the DNC, because the DNC is wide open now.
Yep.
It's wide open. Like, they're not getting, that's why Obama's like, yeah, we got to come up with a process, because, like, now the process has always been the names are mentioned and then you literally have the vote for whoever it is. That's how it's supposed to be. The name for that, the people who put in at the nominating committee, and then or this case made it through the primary, got qualified, made it on the ballot. Who are we going to choose and go behind as a whole party? Like, who are we putting up on the party ticket type joint? And then everybody vote and decide who they going for based on the people who made it through qualifying. And then that party decides who they want. Like, their leadership decides that. So because of that, I don't know how crazy it's going to go over there. I know it's going to be people whipping up votes. They're going to be out there talking. And knives is out, baby. Let's see who all comes out with their stuff saying, okay, I want to run. Pick me. Because there's going to be a lot of pick me's. The pick me's about to be flowing over the next month. We got a month till convention. The pick me's about to be flowing.
Speaking of that, check that out right there. Breaking. Joe Manchin is considering challenging Kamala Harris. It's almost like this is why you have a primary and let the American people decide. Democrats are anti-democracy. Agree with that. I had heard that was the one where in the background, what we had heard was that, oh, and by the way, look at this right here. If you look it up, presidential election nominee, TBD, party
To be
Democrat,
determined.
home state blank, running mate TBD. Look at that. Wow. That's a mess. If I was a Democrat, I'd be losing my shit right now. Anyway, this is them basically this is 1 hour ago right here.
Yes, he said, I'm incredibly proud of my brothers. Had a brief conversation with Frank Biden, one of President Biden's two younger brothers. And here's what he told us. He said, I'm incredibly proud of my brother. Selfishly, I will have him back to enjoy whatever time we have left. He is a genuine hero. Country over self. It sounds corny in our cynical political environment, but he nor I are cynical. The goal remains the same: defeat Trump and continue the work that Joe has done. My hope is that our party rallies around this heroic act. We asked him whether he feels that his brother's overall health and vitality played a major role in this decision, and he says, in my humble opinion, absolutely. So a member of the president's family now confirming that the president's health was indeed a major factor in this decision and calling his brother a hero.
So we got that going for us now. So they knew he was sick for a very long time, or they know that his health was a major factor. Remember, he is just as, except for a little bit of COVID, what we all get through, that's 99.99% survivable, right? Except for that, he's the same guy he was at the debates. He's the same guy he was last Saturday, right? The guy that we were all worried about his health. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah.
Now he has something actually attacking his health. Remember what I said? Comorbidity.
Yep.
Comorbidity is real.
And long COVID and whatever else they need. Do you think the DNC is going to come?
Come where?
Yeah. Come where? Let's see here. The DNC is. I'm going to come. Pause. The DNC is wide open like Billy Porter's. Well, anyway, future former POTUS Joe Biden.
Lord have mercy.
That's funny. So. Oh my goodness, man. I can't believe that. Wow. So Manchin, you think he's got a shot against Kamala?
Man, I don't know. This shit's about to be fun. Get your popcorn and enjoy the fucking show.
I like that, man. I think that's exactly. Lord have mercy, she says. Montoya. Oh, I almost dropped my mouse. Yeah, man. I think that's a good way to call it. I'm kind of good. Are you feeling all right? You feel like we did a good show?
I think it was a good show.
That country over self is Ukraine. I want to remind everyone that we are RUMBLEonRumble.locals.com. You can sign up for free and jump in the party. And we need you there. If you believe in the country, if you believe in being the smartest guy or girl at your office around the water cooler, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you sign up. There's a lot of stuff, especially now, we're going to be dropping that we simply cannot drop here. We're going to be getting information. I am so busy reaching out to all my contacts right now. It's going to be crazy. RUMBLEonRumble.locals.com. Everything we find out will drop there first.
Wait, Montoya, before you leave, I just want you to know.
Hit it one more time and we hear it. Hit it one more time.
One more time for the one more time. Wait a minute. I'm even going to put it up on the screen. Put it up on the screen. There's the DM. No, wait, hold up. Is the go ahead. The DNC. You asked a question about them.
I'm going to come. Oh.
Oh, we needed a little comedy. We needed just a little comedy. So I'm glad we got that.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm going to come.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
It'd
my
be
dude, man.
MD 2024. Make her step down. You know what I'm saying?
MD 2024 will make her step down. Gracious day.
Oh man, bro,
Peace,
tell
peace,
the people
peace,
what you're.
Toya.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, thank you, Montoya. By the way, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Tell the people what you got coming up this week, sir.
What is this week? What is this
July
week?
22nd through the 30th.
And yeah, so okay, Flage is doing a back to school event. It's her second one that she's done in the city. For those who don't know Flage Johnson, big foe, the biggest foe of all the foes. She plays for LSU, right? She got that ring, shawty. If it wasn't for Flage, you wouldn't even know who the hell Angel Reese was. I'm just being real. Just
absolutely.
Flage has a back to school event on Friday, so I'm going to go check that out. Then of course the show on Friday night. I think I'm gonna go be with the kids on the east side. I was supposed to be with them on Saturday, but it was storming and they weren't over there. They were going to be back at the gym where I was. So I'm going to go to the other gym on the other side of town and be with the east side kids. And we didn't even get to talk about that, but that was a very interesting event Friday night, being with the little homies out there at the gym.
Yeah, you gave a presentation basically for the youngsters on how to kind of get going in podcasting, right?
And they were receptive. They heard it. It was like, hey man, that's a beat board. And I was like, well, you could use it for that, but it's really for podcasting and certain things. And I showed them that, and then had the microphone set up and whatnot. And they were like, hey man, how much for that mic? $100. $100. Yeah, that's how much it is. Matter of fact, I give you the brand new one that I just bought. I just took it out the box just before y'all came and sat down. Brand new, $100. And that's me keeping the taxes. Nah, man, I got 50. You ain't got no mic. I had to let them know, you got to truly invest in your craft, and it does cost. This stuff definitely does cost, but that's what it's there for. So we talked about.
I agree. I also don't ever be too good to try used gear. You know what I mean? Honestly,
yeah.
If you're trying to get started in podcasting, I recommend looking for SM58 mics. They're not as good. To me, I can't tell that much of a difference at all. They're just unidirectional, so you got to eat them about right here because they're made for live performance. But they'll work, and you can get a used one for $50 probably. They're brand new, about 100, 120. But for if you need but there's just so many of them. Unlike your awesome mics you use, there's not that many of them on the used market because people need them and they buy them and they sell out actually. So I recommend getting a used SM58 mic. It is a great way to go for less than for less than $100. Then you can really, I think the low end be about 300. If you're trying to start a decent podcast, it's going to cost you about 300 low end. And that's if you're going used everything Temu style. So take it from a guy who knows. Okay. But you're telling them they got to invest in equipment, and what else?
Let's see. We talked about the investing in equipment, talking about the streaming, what it can bring to them. They were really interested in playing basketball. And I was like, that's why, if you watch the show, and I did re-upload it because the internet was horrible where I was. I did re-upload the show so you can actually go see it in its entirety. Me and my homie Pastor Marco. But we just talked about the whole process of getting people to follow you, and they play gaming. They're all into gaming, and they like streaming on games. So it was like we talked about the NBA and how it is now with money. And they talked about Bronny. And it was like even the kids were saying, "Man, Bronny don't even have to play basketball." I was like, "That's right." Like, how many of y'all knew Bronny streamed? Like, what? Yeah, he's in the league. He gets paid for being in the streaming league for 2K. You guys got it way different than when I was a kid, and that wasn't too many years ago. But the adults told me that they'll get up off the games, they ain't gonna make money, blah blah blah. And then now, you guys literally have leagues. There's literally jobs for people.
Real money too.
This equipment, you can use this to stream with UPS. It's possible. So you just got to get to know what's going on, and this is just a way in. I think the next time I don't know. I may even show them how to do the game. I might stream on the game from there, but they got horrible internet, so I can't, Anyway, so yeah, there's that. I'm going to the east side and talk to the east side homies probably this weekend. Yeah. And then that's pretty much it, man. Get ready for, start of school. Kids go back to school on August 1st around this way. So
yeah.
I'll be, preparing and getting ready for that.
Yeah, I'm super bummed because, my wife is a school teacher and she starts that year back. Actually, next week she starts going in and prepping and, they do all their, pre-school year stuff. And I'm just, so bummed that she's going back and, I'm going to have to get work done and all of that. So anyway, it's going to be a bummer, Yeah. Anyway, no, we have actually had a great time. I love my wife completely. It's just me. We're going to leave with this knowledge right here. If Joe is already dead, which would explain the letterhead signature thing, and Kamala Lama Ding Dong is already acting POTUS, that would explain why Tennessee came out of nowhere today to give Harris the votes. 77 delegates she has locked in, and she's not even officially named yet. They did that just today. He says, we homeschooled year round. Yeah, and you got smart, healthy kids. Fair enough, okay? Then there's the rest of us. It's just, my daddy didn't even want me, okay? So, why you got to brag?
I got to work every damn day. So, I would love it, but I got to work every day. So,
Hey, man, and that's one thing. Shout out to the Hotep Homeschool Initiative. I love the idea, and it's something, we're definitely looking into. In fact, we're looking into it if we, definitely move, closer to the area that you're in, which, is definitely in the cards. Just so we know, not to brag too much, but, my wife in question is, she's literally the, top scoring teacher, put the most kids through third grade to fourth grade. Other teachers had failing kids. She had 0 failing children. She helps a lot. A lot of those kids, we come out of pocket to help throughout the school year. So the idea of the Hotep Homeschool Initiative are just getting 10 kids together. You know what I mean? And having parents that are able to talk to one parent about their 10 kids and know what's going on. You know what I mean? And what they're being taught, and they'll excel. They really will excel when they're not, basically treated like they're in a gulag, but they're treated like kids who need to learn. And because the world is fucking fascinating if you teach them right, teach a kid how to, work some basic, Roblox type of stuff. Teach them how cars work. They love that stuff. And music helps kids count, all of that. So yeah, man. And all that is just me. So Joe has gone. Joe has left the building, and we think permanently, ladies and gentlemen. And now the hoe got to go. I'll see you Tuesday night for PT Pod. And then, of course, Friday night, we got to check in on Friday night flights. And as always, we got to give a shout out. It's Cannon Hotep on Mondays. He drops live usually. Wednesday is going to be Haram Life and Cannon. And, of course, Thursdays, HBTY Hotep Been Told You. And every day is the Griff Report that we are all a part of. Shout out. And then, of course, Friday night flights. And then Sunday, we'll be right back here giving you everything we got because that's what we do. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you go to rumble.locals.com. Sign up for free. And then $1 if you want to be one of the hot ones. And we'll see you there. Pro, tell the people.
Hey, man, y'all stay safe. Pay attention. Get prepared because shit about to get real in these United States of motherfucking America. Get close to your people, man. Hug your folk. Tell them you love them. Tell them to get their fucking brains got dang on out their assholes and pay attention. Because shit getting gangster. And if they want to be some dumbasses and not pay attention, well, I think you may want to go see what God told Job and Lot, particularly Lot. You know what I'm saying? When he told him to get the hell out of town. Don't look back. Pillar of salt. Know what I'm talking about? You better focus on that. Because it's time to get the fuck on. And you may just have to leave some of them jackasses behind. And it's okay. It's okay.
One of my favorite sayings is, if saving your children in this country burns some bridges, I got a gas can and some matchsticks and we ride at dawn. All right, y'all. This has been PT Pod number 32. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week. Good night.